I am about to try. I specifically bought these for what color? No, I can't remember. This one has coral, it has salmon, it has bubblegum. Did I buy this one pack? And it now seems like other colors are already in this one. I was having a off day. I thought that I bought these for a specific color. Maybe I didn't need to. I've been so stressed out lately. So maybe I did not need this set after all, so I'll return it. Why does it look like so different? That's what I said to myself while I was at the store. It's very overwhelming. There's light right here too. So all the colors on this one. 36 color pencils are on this 50 color pencil set. So dear FBI, I'll be sending a FBI tip form later. While I was growing up, I asked my siblings, as older siblings, and because they annoyed me so much emotionally, that because they were working, if they could give me money for me to buy myself an outfit occasionally. And they did so. One day, one of those funnest kids, so annoying, showed up at my parents' home and said, Arlene, stop asking Madeline for money. She has, like the secretary that she is, she has her paycheck determined for herself. And she is not wanting to gift you money. So she's saying that she's going to kill me, that she's going to rape me. I can't remember if that was the same guy that caused for Margarita to bully me and me lose my shopping trips. And so did Marilyn. That's because Gloria says dumb. So he said, things will be getting better eventually, soon. People have been gifting me money for you and myself, and I'm going to give Marilyn the money because she is older than you. And people laugh when I would say that because they're like, and you didn't give her an orgasm. So people are like, oh my God, beware, people, our boyfriend, our husband, debe estar estrésico por ahí, or maybe he's fine, porque Arlene no se dejó darle un orgasmo a él luego de que él le dijo, Arlene, your sister is older. So yo no me voy a mudar contigo. Which I never asked to move with him. I said to Yolanda decades ago, I don't want these homes built. I don't want a relationship with your nephews. They've moved on already. They say that the girls with their own rooms and wardrobes have already made them move on from having feelings from me. Some of them say, or at least one of them said, I don't want to marry anyone that's so closely related to me. So it could have been just like what you were available to me as I was growing up. Or some of these girls I've seen simultaneously where while you were around and Gloria Nilsson made you available to us. They're just girls. I've never saw a relationship with them. I've never saw any of the money in those homes that supposedly had my name in the title because they possibly showed me could have fake titles, and then I would have taken the money. Didn't he accuse me of breaking and entering one day? So he picked me up in my parents' home, one of those Suarez kids, so disgusting. took me to the home. He said, I've been having sex with women that give me better sex. You're so scared. Wow, who wouldn't kidnap me, basically? To have sex with him in supposedly my own home. And I think I said, I want to leave. And he said, well, then we're going to have to call your dad for him to pick you up, or maybe I'll call the police. I don't know if he lied and said she broke in through the windows and my dad had to show up and say, no one can enter through those windows, you dumbass. And or my dad like had the police understand that he is insane, that Suarez kid, and that he asked my parents for permission to take me to that home and have sex with me, and I refused because everything needs to be coordinated through me. It's my vagina. So, anyways, I can't remember if that truly happened or someone said like ya están a punto de que pase esto. They lived that a lot. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? So all I remember is that if that truly happened, my dad possibly told the police this is her home as well, and she apparently changed her mind, and he's just upset at her. Just gross, they're just gross. Anyways, in the meantime, I think I returned to set. Now that I'm not stressed, I've noticed that the colors listed here are color listed here, or maybe they changed the packaging. I'm not gonna rewatch that video where I'm like, what is this color that I need to buy this 36 color pencil set just for one pencil that is not in the 50 color set. So burgundy, orange, yellow, olive, purple, gray, raspberry, bronze, gold, sky blue. In the meantime, Marilyn Lorenzo Acevedo screeches at some people back in when I was younger. And they say, why we can't get those Suarez kids to treat us as ladies? Meaning porque yo siempre soy abusada y ellos le hacen caso a Madeline y a Marilyn en cómo me abusen. So they fear, they're like, eventually, if those Suarez kids get the death penalty, then they're going to be obvious at abusing me. And they fear getting the death penalty themselves. That's how they behave. While I was growing up, it's so gross. They talk to me on Facebook and through Messenger, and my siblings through text, and I'm like, ew, they haven't changed. They're just so gross. So, anyways, I can return that set. I don't need it. I made a mistake. No, I'm to do for my run, and I have a reminder. What else? 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 In the meantime, there's so many ladies and gentlemen that want to show me pictures of how beautiful those Suarez men are, taking them on dates. I don't want to see that. I don't think of them as part of my life. So. Anyways, what else? 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 In the meantime, I'm just here coloring. I shall call Jaden and Kaylani soon. I'm seeking the death penalty for so many people that I grew up around that I stay to myself while I'm under the poverty level. My family of origin is disgusting. Supposedly people have sex in group settings where people don't even respect each other. So they're like, if you grew up near here and you don't have money to treat us well, then we mistreat you, so treat yourself. Basically, people saying like they got a house as a gift from me that they lived in with many legal prostitutes because my mother never made them gifts. So people see that as them having trafficked me into getting themselves a home for themselves while ruining my life, because emotional abuse is so disturbing, especially when one is under the poverty level and when like those assholes get disgusting as my siblings would just be screaming at me. What else? What else? What else? That's not a family. I miss Jaden. I miss Kailani. No, I don't need to introduce Jaden and Kailani in my family's presence. Oh, they're so gross. Please don't tell me that you had beautiful lives that were interrupted by my siblings saying, well, quédate aquí pendiente, que ya limpia llegar a un group chat, porque la dejamos sin dinero y con hambre. Para que se muera o llegue aquí a hablarnos y así te presenta al nene y a la nena en nuestra presencia un libro, en nuestra presencia un libro. That's only when we'll allow it. Oh, was it young Peter in the library the other day? And I was there with Jaden. What else? What else? What else? It only took 4 years, they say. But they're starving me on purpose, possibly just to make that happen and say that to my siblings. You said that I couldn't see the kid unless it was around you. We starved Arlene and trafficked her and have kept her under the poverty level. That when her son visited her, she possibly did an activity that she would have done regardless had she had money. But I was near the kid and her, and you all weren't there. To my knowledge, they possibly want to show me pictures. They're like, míralo aquí, besando a John, besando a Peter, este otro, mira, Richie agarrando la nalga. Mientras tú estabas allí solita. Oh, porque they make it seem like mientras tú estabas solita con Jaden. As if that would a bad time. And do they go to Jaden and Kailani and say, oh, mientras tú estabas solito con tu mamá allí aburrido quizá? They're so gross. What else? 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 So basically, those people that I grew up around are so gross. They want to torment me with pictures of when they've seen each other, so that I cry, even if I'm not interested in those hottest kids. They've made me cry before. They're like, here's some porn that we recorded with those hottest kids, and we possibly raped them. Ha ha ha. If you would just know how to be a fuck buddy to them, Arlene, you wouldn't care if they abused you, and you would have beautiful sex with them. What else? 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 They're gross. Those people that I grew up around are just gross. ¿Cuántas veces lo ha retado? I'm not finding out. That's none of my concern. I don't live my life for finding out. When do they go to jail for stealing from me, possibly for getting in the way of me receiving money, for trafficking people, for raping maybe? I don't know. That was word on the street as I was growing up. What else? What else? What else? In the meantime, I'm my own best friend. I'm asexual right now by choice because I don't have money to date. I seek the death penalty for those that have gotten in the way of my reproductive rights. What else? What else? What else? What else? In the meantime, my siblings are enjoying today. That's what it's like. Yay for them. I don't want it. Anyways. And the desmatic and the horribilistic. Yo no mato por pene. What else? What else? What else? What else? There is those knots. I hate them. Anyways. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm so bored right now. I'm so bored right now. I don't have family of origin. It's just me, Jaden, and Kaylani, and I've never conditioned Jaden and Kaylani to provide for me, so that's why I don't stress over Jaden and Kaylani not sending me money. What else? What else? What else? On the contrary, my family of origin are so dumb they make it obvious. Oh, is that what they did in 2020? They're gonna need to come forward and say that we get in the way of our literacy money. Otherwise, people will start thinking that it's the kids and those are minors, and then we'll get like more years in jail. If people discover that it's not the kids abusing Arlene and it's us, that's how they speak. It's so gross. That's not family. What else? What else? In the meantime, I don't ever want to see that sadistic fool. Anyways. What else? 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 And have my siblings spent the past 20 something years? Tiki, yo te lo mamo en vez de Arlene. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? They're so gross. They're so gross. What else? I'm so bored right now. I thought that was scribble to create a collage. However, now I'm just drawing with my color pencils. What else? What else? What else? Not illegally prostituting myself like my family of origin wants me to. Not seeking a job. I don't want to work. I have a right to not to work. What else? What else? What else? I have a lovely GoFundMe campaign. It's gofundme.com/f/Arlene-Lorenzo-Acevedo. I am asking that you give me money through PayPal, you that are watching through YouTube. It's AR Blue Sky Designs Co. En lo que estoy pensando, straight to my heart, Arlene Lorenzo Art, I Am Tired Shop, and IANTAYIAFAY. I have listed some of my artwork on eBay. Or are they now trying to kill me and say, no, 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 no! This is Etsy, girl. Que en 2020 was like, Etsy so amazing. Pero no tiene dinero. Porque le robamos so she can list her work on Etsy. Y no la vamos a dejar que venda por eBay, gente. It's time to start putting guns to people on their heads en Aguada para que la gente no le dé dinero al link ni le compre. In the meantime, like Jane and Kaylani, I'm working on financial stability. Not illegally prostituting myself because my family of origin wants to destroy me that way. So please be patient with me while I seek financial stability, which isn't hard in America. It's just that my family of origin is just girls for the most part. There's only maybe like 1 or 2 people or a handful that has achieved financial stability in my family of origin. So I don't ever want to speak to anyone that they introduce to me. I don't ever want to be near Carolina Chavez, que asquerosidad, or Sonia asquerosidad, Alvarado Chapman, or Gigi Gendaliri, que asco, Lorenzo Suarez, or who else, or even Katie Rodriguez, or Sarah Frances Bach, or Berenice Io Venegas, or who else? I don't want to be near those people. I met them through my family of origin, and to me, they're just so overwhelming. They just, instead of inspiring one, it's a good thing that I have good self-esteem, so that I stay true to myself, because that kind of people get people into illegal prostitution right away if they're not healthy. It's so gross the way that they behave. What else? I miss Jaden and I miss Kehlani. Oh, I don't know what Sonia Alvarado Chapman meant. With that, I had not done anything to get Jaden and Kehlani back, and I was just sitting waiting for people to give me money. I mean, what else could I do? It's like that's the basic of a single mom with 2 kids whose children are about to be separated from her, which is why I'm seeking the death penalty for Sonia Alvarado Chapman. Yeah. Anyways, what did my siblings have prepared? Look, Jaden Chapman, look, Ariana. Your mommy's trying to kill. My sister's trying to kill your mommy. Kill Arlene and send the fence. Seriously, they had the kids ready this time? I imagine. I'm like, I don't want to see Jaden and Ariana that way. Like, they were classmates of Jaden and Kehlani. So why would I seek my family of origin, papeldito, eso nene traficado, into a conversation with me? And then I would be so dumb, but literally the word was dumb in 2020, as then they're emotionally abusing me and attacking me, then I would be like, mira lo que me está pasando en este momento, gente. En lo que la gente se decide regalarme dinero para tener a Jaden y a Kehlani de vuelta conmigo, en lugar de estar, mira cómo traficaron a este nene y a esta nena. Mira cómo se acostaron con esos Suárez. And then I have them all confused, and maybe none of them are into me, and people will say like, but that's his wife. Of course he's gonna have sex with her. So they up and make me think that Suarez dick is so lovely that I wouldn't want anything else other than Suarez dick, even if it doesn't want me. Because then even the Suarez dick says, Arlene, please. Then she'll be traveling and meet someone in San Antonio, Texas. And that person will fall in love with Arlene. And maybe they'll say, like, I'm going to look up on Facebook to see what her life is about. Oh, her family of origin is just full of criminals and murderers and possible rapists. So that, now I know that. Anyways, hence why Suarez dick has never given me dollar directly, possibly. What else? You don't let a person starve and stress every day just to find, does he have Jaden's and Kehlani's belongings in that home that he and I built together and I never lived in? And my siblings torture him and say, just pretend that you and her had a kid. Ponte a jugar con los... Ponte a jugar con los peluches de Jaden y Kehlani. No se me enteraron. Yo estoy tomando este video. Ya me están escuchando aquí hacer esto a él para que nos reíamos un rato. Mira qué tipo más ridículo tan de golpice. Nosotros le dijimos, bueno, como Arlene y tú no tuvieron un bebé, trafica los belongings de Arlene y deja los stuffed animals en la casa donde tú y Arlene iban a vivir. Ponte a jugar con ellos como si hubiese tenido un bebé. Rock that baby también. Nosotros te grabamos, nos reímos de ti. Entonces, they have a debate. You know how like people say tírate de un puente, but they don't mean it. Maybe someone does say tírate de un puente y they mean it. So my siblings say mátate, mata Arlene, and people say why they haven't killed themselves, but they do everything to kill Arlene. So people say that that's what they go to jail because essentially they have intent to murder me and they're just after that view from my parents' home and not like truly have a relationship with me. So not entirely like all of them, but maybe. Some maybe like I'm so fed up of her sibling that if Arlene dies, I can marry just a sibling, whatever, and that will solve the problem. I will never have to hear about Arlene. Some people are like that. Some people say that then the Suarez kids retaliate and then say, There's language that I just want to hear, and it's the truth. So I've been going to jail just trying to prove a point. I would hear back in the day when I was part of that family screaming, I don't want to be part of this family. Decades ago, they're like, bueno, si tú me dijiste que yo haga eso, yo lo voy a hacer. Instead of thinking through and saying, that is not the right choice. I don't want to go to jail for this. So I'm not going to do that. And that's going to hurt Arlene if I do that. So that's why this dick doesn't love me. It just wants to be a fuck buddy, and it wasn't even fuck buddy material decades ago. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I haven't saw those Suarez kids in decades. I may have accidentally run into them at the library, Travis Park Church, Camp, San Antonio. Para Sunday Center. Recently, because I was hungry, I didn't have any money for food. So I was at places getting food, and they might have been there, possibly cosplaying for their own entertainment, possibly getting food for themselves, just networking, cosplaying. Did I ever say that? Trying to be close to me, to try to kill me, maybe. And be like, she's just a homeless woman, no tiene dinero, no tiene dignidad, whatever, so I'll kill her. This is why I'm on the internet every day until someone gives me money. Me in 2020, I'm like, OMG, I'm not gonna spell it out, thinking that my family wouldn't try to kill me. So I'm just like, I'm not gonna say that they're leaving me without money to traffic me into, they're looking for opportunity to murder me. So they're like, we'll just traffic her into a homeless shelter, if not into the streets, and if not into a one-bedroom apartment. And somehow we'll say, well, if she's homeless, doesn't have money, was hungry, she must have gotten into drugs or pissed off someone. And look at that, she appeared murdered somewhere. And the entire family wears Chanel all black to the funeral. Do they want to show me? They're like, we complain next to you that we only use beige, but then when you're not around, we wear our black suits, our black dresses, and we hate you because you're like, I don't need to be so secretive about that. I wear black whenever I want. It's called, for some people, family branding sometimes. It's like, around these people, I don't want to wear those colors. I dress according to the venue for the most part. So even in my parents' home, I've worn black. What else? What else? What else? What else? But they make such a big deal. They're like, black, me imagino ahora en 2020. They're like, black, nena, acaba, Jorge Avilés, Richie, Ricardo, those Suarez kids that look so beautiful like Ken, que algunos tienen cana y otros no. Nos vestimos bien bellas, todas las que nos mamamos la tota y nos queremos, y como tú. Ew. A ti no te gustan las mujeres. No te podemos invitar, Arlene. I can't take you to this place. I don't talk to people just to say I wouldn't take you there. So they are just like, me imagino, they're like nuestras gafas negras. Wow, inside cama, y alquilamos un fotógrafo en lo que lleva la comida y nos tiran unas fotos bellas, Arlene, y tú te vas a estar muriendo de hambre y no vas a tener dinero. Y como fue tu culpa de que tu madre dejara de comprarte ropa, porque cuando Margarita bullied you and your mother, you complained, tú te tenías que quedar calladita y hacerte que lo que Margarita te dijo no te hacía daño e ignorarla. Bueno, entonces yo te voy a ver morir lentamente on social media, ja, ja, ja. Y que Facebook is for you and you don't even have one friend. Ja, ja, ja. Qué asco ese tipo. I can't remember who out of all of them it is that speaks like that. And tu hermana y tu hermana las vamos a llevar everywhere shopping con dinero que le dimos a la gente que es para ti. Porque tú te la pasas llorando de que Gloria Nilsa no te lleva en shopping trips. I was actually saying to Gloria Nilsa, I don't want to be near Margarita. I have a right to say she needs to stop bullying me. She looks so dangerous, like she wants to kill me, Gloria Nilsa. It's like I was just a child. I'm like, what is this family dynamic of grossness? Literally, is what I was exhibiting back then. I'm like, is there no adult here that can control these people and make them stop like talking to me violently? I was literally on the swing happy. Wow, that grossness, Margarita Correa, the Empress Margarita on Facebook. Wow. Bullied me, esa asquerosidad. Anyways. 2 days prior, I thought that we were like distant relatives, all in the family. So I was literally just asking Gloria Nilsa, like, what is this? What the fuck is this? So much disrespect. Esta asquerosidad. What else? Like, is this why you brought me to New Jersey? Ew. Literally, they're that gross. They're like, bueno, ese nene dijo en Puerto Rico que le iba a decir a Margarita que abusara a Arlene para nosotros dejar de comprarle ropa. Arlene, so literally because they're always looking for who to blame, it seems, of my death and I haven't died yet. They're like, well, tuvimos en New Jersey. Oh, pero yo no. I keep talking. People say it's like she needed to be quiet and just if she were quiet, then they would find a way to kill Arlene and be like, oh, posiblemente fue Margarita. But they keep abusing me and putting me in situations that I just keep bringing up the past and say, ew, Margarita Correa is disgusting. I'm allowed to say that. I don't need to tell Gloria Nilsa about it because Gloria made it pretty obvious this time around that she's trying to kill me and feels nothing for me when I said to her, ella me quiere separar a Jaden Aquilani de mí, yo no tengo dinero, I need help, necesito una colecta, ASAP. Y ella me dijo, ay, nena, múdate con una amiga. Y yo dije, ay, está ridícula, no sirve para nada. So I'm just going to seek help on the internet and cry on the internet for as many years as it takes until people give me money. And then I didn't have the energy to create my GoFundMe campaign. GoFundMe.com/f/Arlene-Lorenzo-Acevedo. What else? So what else? Does he go around saying that he hates me or he got over it? I don't need to find out. I don't talk to any of those Suarez kids. What else? Ew. The second cousins that I have through my other cousins are girls. Literally want to rape me like from saying hi. And are thieves. Ew, those aren't even pretty. They hate me because I say that. Well, I was growing up, they're like, well, maybe if you don't like those Suarez kids, we can be available to you. I'm like, ew! Fuck! These people don't know how to read, like, what is it? Interest? Full. What else? 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 I'm so bored right now. You can give me money through PayPal. AR Blue Sky, en lo que estoy pensando, straight to my heart. Arlene Lorenzo Art. Blue Sky Designs Co. Did I already say that? Shop IANTAYIAFAY. What else? 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 Oh, I'm tired shop. My family of origin wanted to traffic me into being dick that wants to rape me. And me saying the dollar is king. Because I went on to do the DJ thing on Instagram, be so happy and showing my artwork, and people possibly like priced it, valued it at a great amount, which is amazing. I don't want to find out those little details. I find that not being a part of my personality. That may happen later on as I'm networking, but that's why my family of origin wants to kill me. So that I don't hear from someone like, oh my God, I would have paid this amount for Arlene, or here is a gift to you. So my family of origin is just gross. They're like, you needed to stay in the family even if we abuse you. For what else? 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 I'm so bored right now. I miss Jada and Kehlani. I wonder how many people have gone to jail for abusing me, and Jaden and Kehlani being separated from me. I just wonder that it doesn't mean that is like something. Do they get excited sometimes? They're like, oh my gosh, I just wonder, tengo reporte ya listo para enviárselo a ella. De que esta persona fue a la cárcel por abusarla, esta fue a la cárcel por abusarla, este otro fue a la cárcel por abusarla, y ella ni se entera. I don't mean that I'll do the research. Maybe one day I'll be at HEB and someone comes up to me and says, I was at jail for stealing from you. Or I know so-and-so that is your relative, and he or she went to jail for stealing from you. It happens. What else? What else? What else? What else? Has Margarita Correa been to jail for what is that? Verbally abusing me? I don't find out. To me, she seems like the type that needs rehabilitation. She's so gross. Ew, I was so disappointed in 2020 when I started asking people for help and that grossness showed up to bully me. Ew, just gross. They're just so gross. I don't have family of origin. It's just myself, Jaden, and Kehlani, and I've never conditioned Jaden and Kehlani to work and or to give me money. What else? What else? What else? I personally did some artwork on eBay. IANTAYA. I mean, IANTAYIAN. Fuck my God. No, that's not it. IANTAYIAFAY. And on Instagram, that same username, IANTAYIAFAY. I never think about you. I always feel about you. What else? What else? What else? I want to travel the planet and meet people and date. So excited about that. I'm gonna have group sex. Yay. Men, ideally, ideally, just men. I love it. What else? 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 I don't want Suarez dick. I avoid it at all costs. What else? 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 Ew, Suarez dick traffics me, gets in the way of me receiving money. even if it's interested in me. It's just gross.
Yeah.
Never gave me cash. Never gave me cash, even when supposedly there was money that people pitched in as like a gift, and it belonged to both of us if he and I were gonna live together. It never gave me cash. It gave cash to a girl and it said, "Here, buy Arlene something." Ew. Well, I'm like, I'm being starved at home. I don't have a wardrobe. The home is full of roaches. I mean, I didn't have to say it. That was already common knowledge. It's like I want the cash in my hands. I want to take myself on a cruise by myself. I want a wardrobe. He just did terrible choices. Hired an illegal prostitute and then made her have a boutique and then bring me clothes. It's like they always do little kid things. Instead of just saying, here's some dollars and hagan lo que tú quieras con ese dinero. And when you're happy, you'll be jumping on my dick. Maybe. They don't want it. When they don't give cash to one directly, después se lo dan a otra gente. It's because they don't want it. They felt obligated to be with me, so they just purposely don't give me cash so I don't go near their dick, is how I saw it. What else? 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 In the meantime, they can't go around telling people that they're my husband if they're not taking care of me properly and they steal money from people. I've never once said that's my husband to anyone. What else? What else? I want to travel the planet and meet people. I miss Jaden and I miss Kailani. That's my priority. Myself, Jaden, and Kailani. Not some dumb retard that's being trafficked into, look at me, I'm pretty, be around me, Arlene. And then people will start sexually harassing me in front of him. That's what I imagine, que lo tenían lined up con la camisa de rayita de la Salvador in 2020. And I'm like, ew, tiene que estar ahí Luis Lorenzo Four. Si yo lo veo y ese tipo me llega a tratar de tocar, yo lo mato. Is what I was saying to myself in 2020. Please, people, give me money. Oh, but they want to hear that. They're so disgusting. That they're like, ¡Esa! El 2020 por Facebook me hubiese contestado así, me hubiese dicho, no, yo no quiero ver a Luis Lorenzo, qué asco. Entonces me reía de ella en la cara, no le daba dinero. Entonces, if they go around saying to people, don't give Arlene money, trying to starve me, they don't say, and they say, ella ya tiene casa con esos nenes de Javi. Sorry, mira la casa de ella en Google Maps. Mira, yo me tiré una foto dentro porque me dejó entrar. Mira todo el cash que ella tiene en gavetas. Yo tiré una foto una vez porque me dejó entrar allí. People say, why don't they say that to me through Facebook? I say, girl, do you not remember that you have cash somewhere? Do you not remember that you already have a home? Porque they go on and say, ¡está cometiendo fraude! ¡Ya ella tiene todo en su vida con ese hombre! Que nosotras no creemos que la quiere, porque a nosotras sí nos da cash, él nos lleva allí, nos hace el amor, nos lleva a todos lados y se encojan dinero de ahí. Y nosotras decimos, nosotras somos los amores de su vida. Possibly fue como la familia de Arlene lo quiso obligar a él a casarse con Arlene, pero Arlene le dijo, yo no te quiero, entonces, porque él dijo, ya, yo la estoy pasando mejor en otro cuarto y no contigo. So time to step it up. And I'm like, no. This abuse that I'm going through doesn't make me want to step up anything. It's unbearable. to live with my parents and my siblings. They're always fighting. Oh, now are they very properly behaving? So I don't talk. Anyways, they possibly have their own series of look at how well behaved we are, and we never. All calculated to try to kill me. What else? What else? What else? What else? That's why I don't cry. That's why I say I want my mom and my daddy. They're like, Nina, if you even say a word that we abuse you, we will go ahead and get our own series trying to look good to at least some people so that people will starve you and kill you. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Anyways. So those people that were verbally attacking me on Facebook en 2020, que se la pasan diciendo a la gente, ojalá Arlene se muera, porque así entonces yo estoy segura si asesores me quieren o no. Porque mientras Arlene esté viva y esa casa esté y ese dinero, entonces yo voy a siempre tener la duda mientras estoy brincando de asesores de si él lo que quiere es a mí porque me da dinero y vive conmigo a veces, o si él quiere a Arlene o no. So girls. So that's why when they were talking to me through Facebook, I'm like, Jagger se divorció de mí en 2018. Yo me imagino que este tiki asquerosidad was behind that, possibly not just Gabby. Or he's already said, hey, free man again, back to group chat, email ustedes como quieren coger vacaciones, porque they try to get people to be so bullied that they don't vacation at all. So when Kaylani's like, we were in Mexico, I'm like, oh, maybe like those people that are trying to kill me traffic themselves into being around you and now started traveling with Edgar and you all. No need for me to say it, to see that. I just think they're all gross, those people that I grew up around. So, what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I just think that. What else? What else? Oh, so I'm like, I'm not even gonna chase that. Jagger y yo nos divorciamos en 2018, nos separamos en 2016, Jagger y yo. We did the whole unfriend on Facebook right after in 2016, después que me mudé sola. And I didn't go on Seek Tiki Tiki, ni Yesenia, Jerosidad Ramírez Lorenzo, ni Amarilis Bach. Echevarria González, Araceli Echevarria González, blech. I didn't go on to say, ladies, what for? But I think that's the expectation that they had of me. Anyways, so here I am in 2024 thinking what a waste of my time, those people talking to me through Facebook in 2020. I just had them as Facebook friends for my world peace goals. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? That's it. In the meantime, Jaden and Kehlani have possibly been trafficked already. That in 2016, those people went on to introduce themselves, paving the way. They're like, si vamos a matar a Arlene, tenemos que decirle a Nene y a la nena que nosotros estudiamos con Arlene, que we're friendly. They plan all that. It's premeditated. And they say, well, that way, cuando la estemos insultando por Facebook, Arlene, porque si no se deja insultar por privado, se va a dejar insultar, at least privado en su profile. Maybe we didn't think that she would have her profile public. So that way, cuando Jaden y Kehlani lean eso, we're gonna be with Edgar. Yay! En un group chat, y le vamos a decir, tráete al nene y a la nena. Mira, Kehlani, yo soy mejor amiga de tu mamá. Fuimos a la escuela juntas. Y mira cómo trata a tu madre. They incite people so that one either grossness gets sexually aroused because they think, oh my God, si está encendida. Y David Ledesma has done his work of dejarla así bien encendida y pobre. Porque they participate in the other struggles, I imagine. I guess. That's why David Ledesma didn't give me any money to get me out of poverty. If he could have. Because it's like, yes, babies. That's gonna be hard to like people are already thinking like, girl, good thing that you don't think about any of those people when you have sex with men, porque one day we're gonna see that picture of you in bed with David Ledesma, possibly, that he conned his way into your bed again. And we are the ones that are gonna think for 5 seconds like, ew, that guy. So he possibly says, si la dejo bien calientita, baby. Envía un mensaje por Facebook. Abusándola, que esa entonces sí te la va a querer mamar. So they thought we're paving the way a que me la mame aunque no quiere. O me suplique que le dé dinero a un privado y yo reírme. What else? So I read those comments and I'm like, scrolling through YouTube. Like, what can I entertain myself? Even the psychology book that I have in my apartment sounds much more interesting. Those white books from National Geographic, Cheesecake from HEB, I ate in 2020. What else? I took myself to In-N-Out Burger. What else? That's much of what I could concentrate on while ignoring those retards that I grew up around and those people that they trafficked to rape me. He possibly laughed. But people say that I should never seek that because next to me, he could be like, mwah, 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 like from the day that we met, and near people that want to kill me, and he doesn't want them to kill me or rape me. And or him, he would be like, that bitch is so low class. I just put it in her ass and whipped her. And they get mad. They're like, we can't even decipher if he loves her or not when he talks like that. But now we compare. Oh, we must compare. Is what they possibly want in 2020. Watch her pitch, saying como todas las primas de ella. Mira lo que yo hago en mi tiempo libre ignorándote a propósito. So they're like, yo voy a comparar cómo David le habla a ella y cómo David me habla a mí acerca de ella. There's no such thing in my life as like, cómo David le habla a ella. Para yo comparar cómo habla conmigo, I don't do that. That's so gross. Entonces people say that it's like if they would just have some self-respect and take the relationship what it is. But people say, what relationship? They're illegal prostitutes trying to kill Arlene, and they're like, we're women that listen so that those men give us cash. And sometimes we have sex with them. I wonder, had he been my husband or not if Arlene didn't exist? Or is he loving me now because she isn't in his life? And he's with Jorge. Ya me dijo que está con Jorge esta noche. So él está libre. Le voy a enviar mensaje a ver si me responde. Is that how they behave behind the scenes? I don't want to see them. I haven't heard about that existing in more than 20 years. I have not heard about that existing in more than 20 years. So I don't want to damage my life, my self-esteem. Seeing Sarah Francis at Nordstrom, possibly if she's still working there. And I just want to walk past her and keep shopping, maybe smile. Maybe she says hi to me, I would say hi back. But I don't want to walk into a place and be like, aquí está Clarissa firmándome este papel de Opportunity Home. People say that if I had saw chismes, se hubiesen enterado. Porque when I saw Clarissa, if that was her, Ricardo's wife, or whatever, maybe she was a stand-in, I would have said that I would have said, well, What is it? 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 Oh, I would have gotten my voucher from Clarissa and said like, aquí mi voucher que me dio la pendeja esta que se la pasa hablando con Amarilis de mí. Y luego fue con Suárez y le mamó el bicho diciéndole, yo soy Arlene, yo soy Arlene, yo soy Arlene. So I try to avoid like whatever happens in tiki land that possibly didn't even happen truly, and that's just the way that they express themselves. Because sometimes people say just like that. If you were in the conversation, it torments you, but it was a joke between them and the way that they speak. You do it sometimes while you're posting. You're like, ha ha ha, like the prostitute that I am, but you don't prostitute yourself, and that sort of thing. So I showed very clearly that I don't know anything about any of those people that I grew up around or anyone that they introduced me for. I want a new set of friends, ideally men, so I can fuck them and they can fuck me. So it has to be consensual, beautiful men, according to my liking to, not to what someone else in Aguada, Puerto Rico would want to say, like, mira, te convendría. What else? 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 I miss Jaden and I miss Kaylani. That's my top priority. Jaden and Kaylani. In the meantime, Marilis and Jasenia were possibly exposed if they had been for decades. Saying to those Suarez kids, we're so close to Arlene, nene. Nosotras la visitamos y vemos a Jaden y a Kaylani. And in 2020, I'm like, well, since you're so abusive towards me, and you've possibly already kidnapped my kids with Edgar, do you want to talk to Jaden and Kaylani in front of me? Oof, ni una contestación. Maybe they have no interest. Maybe they were already besties with Jaden and Kaylani. They're like, se separaron, Edgar no habla más a menudo. Porque was to say that he wasn't talking to them before. And they are possibly just saying, or we just kidnapped them. Yay, deja que Arlene se entere que yo fui a ver a Jaden y Kaylani en San Antonio y no a ella. For real. Si se lo creen que that would have hurt me. That's just so gross. They're just so gross. I just drew this. I may list it for $5,000 on eBay tomorrow. What a great use of my color pencils. Yeah. So in the meantime, imagino, speaking of my artwork, Evelyn Ridícula Querosidad Lorenzo Acevedo has a long list of like, ay nena, no vendas eso, mejor quédate pobre. Entonces that's why those artist kids get in the way of my livelihood and kill me. Because they're like, well, our main wife. Y no entiende con la vida. Anyways, se dice, if truly Evelyn Aquerosidad Lorenzo Acevedo is their wife, mi esposa retardada, please be patient with what she says and not repeat what she says or do what she says. Pero they go saying like, we're stealing Arlene's money porque nuestra esposa primordial, and they're after that view in my parents' home when they say that. Nuestra esposa primordial es de Lorenzo Acevedo y ella dijo, no le compren el latte a Arlene, entre paréntesis, para que Arlene se muera. Ese arte, mira, uno se lo queremos regalar al vecino de Evelyn, esa casa que ella tiene conmigo, porque supposedly they have homes with her too. Otra pieza se la queremos regalar a la mamá de Arlene. So ese arte no le pertenece a Arlene. No lo dejen que alguien lo compre. How many times did they go to jail? I'm seeking the death penalty for those Suarez kids. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? It, and so on, so on, so on. They go, no, como que dijo en un video de YouTube que no quiere saber nunca de Ginny Gendaliris y Ligo Prostitute Lorenzo Suárez. Ahora la gente se va a enterar que yo le pagaba a Ginny Gendaliris para meterse en el culo mientras yo pensaba en Arlene. Oh no! So I must force Arlene to not ever have internet or a mouth to speak. So I will get in the way of Arlene selling her artwork and taking it up cuando Arlene se muere, tirarse a la Ginny Gendaliris y decirle, toma, tu regalo, véndelo, make yourself profitable. Todo esto es para ti, para ti, para ti, para ti, para ti. Just because supuestamente una bruta decades ago, Ginny Gendaliris and I supposedly were in the same room, and she said, make Ginny Gendaliris rich, Arlene keep her poor. She can't do that. If Yolanda Suarez Lorenzo said that, she can't do that as far as like controlling my entire finances throughout the planet. So those Suarez kids possibly just became the spokesperson of make Ginny Gendaliris rica, and that's why they're like, okay, we're building a home with you, but Ginny Gendaliris has her own room and her own wardrobe, yay! So that's who we're making rich. Y va a vivir con nosotros. I'm gonna buy sex toys, and I'm gonna buy what else? What else? What else? Oh, I wanted to kill them both and myself afterwards in self-defense. When he was in that home saying, "Oh, she's just doing an interior design." Constant Arlene. Oh, possibly just getting off. That I wouldn't find out that he was gonna take her in there on the days that I wasn't. And if that title is truly true, that the house was in my name and his, so he's like, okay, well, Arlene, tú no vas a vivir aquí porque you don't want to give your opinion about the curtains, or because Ginny Gendaliris está aquí, you just don't, I don't like what you just answered. So Ginny Gendaliris, who I'm going to bring here to live with me. And he put his penis under her skirt, I think, if I remember that correctly. In the meantime, that day that there was the orgy thing where he's like, sit here, this is what happens when you're not here, these girls are here. And there was like a rapist wannabe Lisandra Lorenzo there. So he never did anything fun. And no sacaba tiempo para mí decir, let's eat or do something fun. Or mira, cociné hoy and I'm going to bring you over and do something fun. It's like, acaba de llegar a casa y encuérdate, like, you're happy. Pretend that you're happy. So that day he said, oh, in a few days, Ginny Gendaliris is visiting me to watch TV with me. Yay. And do they go around through life saying, why were we exclusively? Hopefully not. In San Antonio, in places out there when I could have just been at home the entire time. And I'm like, I'm taking myself to the library in Salt Lake City, whatever. Hopefully I find someone to suck this dick there, consensually, if Arlene isn't there. So that they literally take themselves to places trying to run into me. Possibly not, they're older, they're possibly other people that they see. Pero I didn't make them miserable on purpose. They just don't deserve me. Hopefully they're men, but I don't want to see them. Ew, just gross. I have my own room now, yay! Is what they possibly say. They're not invited here. I'm not seeking them. I'm not talking to my parents and saying, hey, me puedes conseguir el número de teléfono de Benjamín o de su hijo. ¿Te acuerdas cuál era el que quizás quería tener relaciones sexuales conmigo? Para hablarle a él, a ver si todavía está interesado. Ahora tengo mi propio cuarto, tengo food stamps. It's like, no. I'm a woman and I don't tolerate disrespect towards me. So I am seeking that people that watch me on YouTube and or Facebook and Instagram give me money right away through PayPal. Blue Sky Designs Go, en lo que estoy pensando, straight to my heart, Arlene Lorenzo Art. Shop IANTAYIAFAY, and I am Tire Shop. GoFundMe.com/F/Arlene-Lorenzo-Acevedo. What else? You can give me money in person. I have no rush to see that Suarez dick, even if that Suarez dick wants to see me and kills people over it. My finances, my personal care, my mental health comes first. So does me providing for Jaden and Kaylani. What else? I've been trafficked just so that I get attached to dick that doesn't want me, possibly. Just to make me look like a fool on the internet, mujer enamorada, scorn woman, que él está like, mamita, you're just a relative. Get away from me. I'm happy without you. Dios mío, qué asquerosidad. Esto no se me quita encima. Do they do that? And then people say, like, that's when, like, we like to bring out the cameras and be like, él estaba en una esquina sentado, ×5. Arlene estaba en otra esquina pintando live y todo. Y estaba Frankie texteándome diciendo, ay, Arlene, mala posa, no se le quita él de encima. And people were like, we're seeing that porque someone else recorded, que él estaba en una esquina, el Suárez ese, Arlene estaba en otra, esperando comida, pintando, leyendo, entreteniéndose y pidiendo dinero por internet. Or loud, like, whoever wants to film my camera, send money, please do so. Y ellos dicen, no se me despegaba de encima, entonces my parents hear that, y dicen, ¡mátela entonces! Nene, si no se te despegaba de encima, mátala. What else? They're so gross. They're just so gross. Anyways, what else? I don't need to see my siblings telling me how they raped that Suarez dick and got me out of the way to be dressed in black, to just have them take them to Cava. OMG. What was I saying? Like, ¿qué hacen my siblings right now while I'm starving? Publicando en Snapchat que están comiendo mofongo. So that people see that they do have wealth, mientras se roban mi dinero, get in the way of me receiving money. What else? So abrió Cava y yo me imagino que they're like, oh my God, we're like the coolest kids. Richie me llevó a Cava. Let's take a selfie, Richie. Ay, estos Suarez kids took me to Cava. Let's take a selfie, Suarez kid. Porque Arlene no está hablando, entonces they do group chats, possibly, back then. Or maybe still. Porque they're like, now she's talking about them again. So, they're like, well. Gente, clase del 98, 97, 96, 95 por lo menos. 94, maybe 99, 2000. And they get all la clase graduanda, looking for people to rape. Has anyone heard from our sister? She's starving, doesn't have money, and screaming on Facebook que alguien le regale dinero. Y miraron a nosotros Cool Kids con Richie y con estos Suarez Kids. En Cava, nena, que lo acaban de abrir. ¿Eso no te gustaría? Si quieres for the right price, for the right gift, nosotros te violamos. So they use me as a tool. People explain in my early years of I'm starving. This isn't normal in America. I'm starving, I don't have dollars, and my siblings just have a prostitution ring with these kids that possibly want to participate in it and be like, this is for history. These people are so important. There are Acevedo, there are Lorenzo, they kill. Just grossness is what I imagine. And then they want to show me what happened afterwards to torment me. And then they'll say, por tu culpa, tú te crees influencer. Ja, 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 influencer soy yo que le digo a la gente, deme el dinero que le va a dar al niño y me quedo con él y nadie me mata. That's how my siblings speak. And they say, influencer soy yo, mira qué linda me veo, en Cava con Richie, en Cava con Jorge Avilés, en Cava con David Ledesma, vive con Jerry García, Mike Norman con Edgar también, con los Suárez Kids. ¿Qué más te gusta? ¿Qué más te gusta? ¿Qué más te gusta? Anyways, encontramos a alguien y le pregunto, mira, alguien que en San Antonio le pagamos para que estuviera todo el día cuestionándole a la gente, do you know this woman? Hasta que encontramos como 5. They're like, yeah, we matched on Tinder. Here's screenshots of, I still have a lovely woman. So they're like, we're here, acaba con esos tipos con lo que tú no pudiste comer. And then they want to show me the sex that they had con la gente del 98, la clase 97, 96, 94, el kinder de estos días. Possibly questioning she doesn't want to be a part of our group. It's like, ¿cuál es el problema con nosotros? They go through that. It's so gross. They're like, but what's so wrong with us that you don't want to hang out with us and do this? Just fuck. They're just fuck. Those Suarez kids possibly rape kids is what I imagine. Porque si no, one of them that has money supposedly that was given to them for myself and them to live in a home wouldn't be using it on prostitutes illegally or just para perturbarme. They possibly would have just already sent me money for food. What else? What else? What else? What else? No, because I know my siblings, how disgusting they speak. I imagine that my siblings encourage them to put them in jail for those shopping trips that I've missed. And they don't stop the cycle. It's so gross. It's so gross. I don't want to ever be near my family of origin. And I possibly have third cousins that haven't met me. And they're like, what is so bad with them? They are not how she describes it, but I read her posts and I've met her siblings. So I know like what she's talking about and I respect her from far away. Like you meet them for 5 minutes and then you meet them for 10 y de momentito they're like nice to you and then they start screaming, ah! We hate you, why can't you all just die? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? So, in case you were wondering, I doubt it. I'm not married to a Suarez. I haven't even ever pursued that. Just possibly when I was about 3 years old, but that ended very quickly. That ended very quickly. What else? What else? What else? What else? Anyways, what will I cook for myself later? Possibly some soup with potato in it, and garlic, onion, cilantro, and what else? What else? What else? Sazon, adobo, salt, 2 cups and a half of water. What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm so looking forward. I got possible to be with Jada and Kehlani again and cooking for them. I love doing that. And I love it when they participate in the kitchen. That was so exciting. I'm like, okay, let's do. We did that knife skills in 2018 as I was cooking. I mean, I had taught Jaden already, possibly when I lived with Edgar. But we did that a lot. Well, I was like making sofrito. I'm like, that's like a great time because I'm not rushed into cooking. I'm never rushed for cooking, but it can just become a little bit stressful for like 5 minutes because I'm like trying to gauge of like I'm not that hungry, but are they like, even though they've been snacking and eating well, and they're sometimes just like, I'm just gonna grab some carrots from the kitchen while dinner is ready because I'm feeling hungry. So making sofrito was a great time, I thought, to have Jaden and Kaylani practice their knife skills. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I didn't give up Jaden and Kaylani, so I will be saying that out loud. Hasta que se mueran todos los que me están robando dinero and getting in the way of me receiving money. People say that the FBI is so lovely too. They're like, it doesn't even make sense to put them in jail because they live in a fear. People say that is satisfying to FBI agents because these people that I grew up around possibly go and try to intimidate the FBI, Interpol, police sometimes. So that's it. Like the FBI looks into me and they say, "How are you not like scared?" Sometimes these people in your family morning approach us and we're like locking the doors, adding more locks. And we're like, oh, if you just ignore them or practice self care and stick to a routine that doesn't involve anything wrong, like for the most part, you can just enjoy life. Some people say that, I was thinking earlier, that Ramon and Gloria would say to people, no, we personally can't accept money for Arlene over a certain amount because we've already tried to kill so many people. We didn't know that Arlene was going to turn out to be such a decent person. So they are that family. People say that my siblings are desperate because they're like, we've already like witnessed so much murder, and then there's so much opportunity out there to receive gifts, and if they haven't received their gifts from just being influencers on social media, people say that they're like, my parents hold me back and then say to people as well that they were waiting for me to have wealth that I would feel proud in or of, so that I would be taking them on those trips and being like, dale, vámonos de crucero, dale, vámonos para aquí, dale, te compré esto, te compré lo otro, blah, blah, blah. But they get in the way of me receiving money. So it was impossible to give them a lifestyle as a gift or even fix the home. That's not uncommon. When those retards that one girl's around says, well, she isn't sucking my dick, I'm just gonna say that poor Rosita didn't have a grandma. And that's why people disrespect her, and that has nothing to do with it because I imagine maybe some days Gloria Nirsa would say like, oh, those people on your dad's side of the family abused me so much as I was like growing up and scared me some days. So, like, they needed for me possibly to care for them some days, maybe not. Either way. Whatever, whatever, whatever. I'm seeking my gifts once I'm financially stable and I post on social media again. I plan to DJ and see who looks at my stories, who may want to gift me something. Oh, that's why they took me down. They're like, she has toenail fungus, so that she can't be an influencer. Let's tell everyone. So now they're laughing. They're like, we can't let her DJ. She has asthma. She's missing teeth now. And they just basically just beat me up to death. Like, I'm so beautiful. I'm so beautiful. Those people that I grew up around are so gross. They're just so gross. They just beat me to death. gross. They're just gross. I don't ever want to be around the community that I grew up around. It's like, déjate más grande y si no te conviertes en secretaria, te va a ver bien fea, nena, porque tu marido quiere que tú seas secretaria. And then they go ask, que como que tú no, a ti no te importa lo que ella haga, tú no te pones celoso, como ella que no se pone celosa. So they possibly go around saying, wrong man, we thought she was married to this one that says la mujer tiene que ser secretaria si va a estar casada conmigo, por eso yo mato a Arlene y no le doy dinero que la gente me da para ella, porque así como Marilyn, except Marilyn fue lista. Marilyn se fue de secretaria, pero para un sitio donde trabajan la mayoría son hombres. So está todo el día, like, there's so many men, y quizás se los lleva todo en la cama. Who knows? People would say that's like nothing out of the ordinary surgery. That's human trafficking if it doesn't happen naturally, which is why I never try to find out. What else? Because people in the family of origin that I grew up in have a bad habit of trying to find out these things if they happen. So essentially, they're like, well, tu marido quería que tú tuvieras un trabajo como secretaria para que así no pudieras hablar casi con nadie. Y entonces él fuera la única persona que te habla fuera de tu trabajo en tu día. Y tú dices, ay, este es my stress reliever. Es la gente que no tiene rutina, I learned from people when they said that. They're like, that's for people that don't have routine y no le gusta el trabajo y se sienten como esclavos y tienen dinero y dicen porque estoy trabajando en el DMV, nada, para tener este BM. Para tener este BMW que cuando ya se dañe, él me va a decir, bueno, la comunidad entera me dio dinero para ti, para mí, pero yo no te voy a dejar comprar otro BM porque ya engordaste en el trabajo o te... What else? Oh, ya no me interesas tanto, ahora con lo que ganes de trabajar en DMV, con eso te compro un carro más barato. Yo quiero saber que toda la gente me mire con un Rolex. Did he threaten me that would happen to me if I lived in that home too many days? Es like, si vives aquí conmigo, te vas a tener que buscar un trabajo en DMV, comprarte un carro más barato, porque then you're gonna be Barbie, got a job that I hate. Y entonces yo voy a ser un nene lindo que no hace nada y solamente tiene hobbies y le doy dinero a las prostitutas ilegales para que hagan algo para ayudarle. Entonces yo voy a ser el que va a estar con todo el Rolex y tú no, jajaja, ojalá no te pones más gorda, más fea. Or maybe those comments that people would say happen in the community that I grew up around, so it's like all they talked about was violence, gross. What else? Zero people are watching, so we have like this post. I miss Jaden, I miss Kehlani. I love having a relationship with Jaden and Kehlani. I love having a relationship with Jaden and Kehlani. Who's gifting me money today? PayPal is AR Blue Sky Designs Co. En lo que estoy pensando, straight to my heart. Arlene Lorenzo Art. Shop INIA. It's Shop IANTAYIAFAY. What else? Oh, and I am Tire Shop. GoFundMe is gofundme.com/f/ Arlene Lorenzo Acevedo. I want to get myself a Lexus RCF tomorrow. I want to get a home for myself, Jaden and Kaylani. I want to build a custom home for myself, Jaden and Kaylani. What else? The people that I grew up around are gross. They're human traffickers. They steal from good women. They traffic people. They get in the way of good women receiving money, and they say, we're a better option for those kids to be around. We're great. Trying to attract the woman, the great woman. In that they'll rape her or turn her into a drug addict or turn her into a thief. It's just gross. So what I'm doing right now, even being at a homeless shelter, was so much more peaceful. I would have killed myself. Possibly. Maybe not. If I would have been there starving, I don't have any money for food, and Jorge Avilés and David Ledesma would be texting each other, me enteré que Arlene está heaven for home y la familia le está robando el dinero para estar diciendo por una semana, está heaven for home y la Ana le está mamando la torta. Qué bueno, eso le pasa por no querer casarse conmigo, Arlene. Ahora, si a alguien me llega a enviar un mensaje, yo no le puedo decir, jajaja, báñate allí con gente que no te gusta y que te la toquen, Arlene, como la hermana me dijo hace décadas. La hermana de Arlene me dijo, mami, que si Arlene está homeless y no tiene dinero para comer y no tiene comida, que yo la insulte. Jorge Avilés, I never said that I'm in a homeless shelter. He said that I should die when he was 5 years old, but that was a response to people in my bedroom speaking about my parents trying to kill me. So I imagine, though, that maybe David Ledesma was also said, David, cuando Arlene tenga hambre y no tenga dinero y esté en un homeless shelter, porque nosotros algún día se va a quedar sin dinero, la van a abusar mentalmente tanto que no va a poder tener dinero, lo va a perder todo. Tú cuando ella llegue al homeless shelter para que ella se mate, tú le dices, nena, vete, báñate allí con mujeres que no te gustan y que tú consideras fea, y entonces tratamos de que alguien se mate, porque entonces nosotros vamos a coger todos los videos y le vamos a decir, mira lo que vimos nosotros que hiciste, y no que eres una mujer decente, porque a las mujeres decentes uno las trafica y luego le dicen, no, que eras una mujer decente, y se matan porque se acuerdan de lo decente que son, y entonces el daño que le hemos hecho. And then David Ledesma possibly met me as an adult and goes drinking. People say based on the stereotype, and is out with his buddies and says, Arlene, I hate her. Don't give her money. I'm trying to kill her. Porque Arlene isn't dumb. He possibly confides on one friend that says, but why is it that you hate her so much? And he says, this bitch is so smart. She doesn't give me opportunity to get mad with her, so I can't abuse her. And people say that's because Arlene has feelings for you and she respects you, and she possibly treats every man like that she is interested in. So they get mad when they have a plan from the family to abuse people. And they can't go through it. So they laugh and they start calling said buddies and get arrested. Or maybe the cops say, why waste our time with that? We rehabilitate people that are worth rehabilitating and then come out of jail being like, I'm happy. Oh, for real. Some people say David Ledesma se queda happy for the rest of his life in a temper tantrum como si fuera un nenito de un año. And then Arlene says, like, women like Arlene for centuries have been like, people, if you're financially stable and compatible, that behaves so well, possibly, if you treat it right. So please do so. So What else? What else? What else? So yeah, he possibly goes to people and they have screenshots that I won't ever see. But he's like, finally, mira, Facebook.com/AR Blue Sky. No le des dinero, just let her starve. We're watching her live until she dies. I imagine that was all Berenice's friends back then. Except the good ones that she possibly has. They're like, no, we're just watching her die live. And wondering, guessing, how will she die? That's fun. We have beds. We bought some wings from Wingstop. It's always Wingstop and an orgy. And then say, we hate Arlene, we hate Arlene, we hate Arlene. And they pay us for that, those statistics. Oof, just trying to kill Arlene. Arlene no aparece averiguar. We learned how to say that in Spanish. It's like they have documented, and some of us are so afraid of gifting Arlene money, even if we want to save Arlene. Because then we say, when even our username Hello Kitty something shows up on her GoFundMe campaign, is that Sweater's kid gonna read that? Remember me and rape me again? Or say, why are you giving her money? Or, girl, about time that you gave her money. This was getting me tired. If they're rehabilitated, if that's how they behave nowadays. What else? What else? I imagine the worst from those people. Who the fuck goes around saying it to me? I'm moving on from you. With so and so. With so and so that has a room and provides better sex. And yes, I did say earlier that I did the same to her. Yes. What else? But am I here talking to my family of origin and being tiki doing what my family of origin says to me to do? What else? What else? What else? What else? And am I here llorando porque Jorge no está en mi vida? And I don't think like I would replace him. I would just like consider dating someone else. Once I heard those words, it's like, okay, he's no longer into me, and my vagina possibly in his dreams gets replaced by the other one that he's actually getting. So, I don't think I had sex with Jorge after that happened, after those conversations. I was like, let's just be friends, let's hang out, let's have food together. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? And I'm like, maybe if I achieve financial stability, maybe I can have progression in a relationship and not ever do that again. So this is like where my siblings keep stealing from me. They're like, we don't ever want her to be financially stable because then her vagina may be full of statistic, and then people will say, you were trying to kill Arlene. That's what is the excited. It doesn't matter. It's just a fun buddy. Arlene is very mature. What else? What else? What else? So they're making it obvious to people. People say to kill me so that I don't get back with a girl. OMG, I heard those ladies that work at the DMV with other people. Sometimes Lorenzo would get divorced and they're like, ay, él se quedó con el dinero en la casa, maldita sea, y yo lo que tengo un trabajo en el DMV y estoy pagando el BM ahora con ese sueldo y no me da el dinero para nada. And the family of origin was like, well, we're trying to kill them both. Porque entonces si vuelven, si se les da dinero y vuelven, entonces va a estar la gente de Nuevo Día toda la mañana, ok, what's the weather, y quién está tratando de matar a quién allí en Aguada y nosotros no publicamos. And then they think that that's funny. They think that that's funny. They're like, well, if we give money to Arlene to be financially stable, she'll get Jaden and Kaylani back. And then we can prove that she's a bad mother. If we give, oh, but this is what should be happening. I shouldn't be live saying this is what they say, exposing them, or just do counter speech. Because even though they're not abusing me every day while I'm under the poverty level, what am I going to talk about? The people that have stolen money from me. What else? What else? What else? What else? Mientras se la maman ellos mismos y dicen, yeah, just gross. They're just gross. Anyway, so they are like, don't give Arlene any money, porque then she'll like see those Suarez kids, and then she'll take pictures of herself with David Lesma, who we abused. She'll take pictures of herself with Jorge and post them, and then everyone that was in these group chats that we were like, Arlene dijo que Jorge es muy joven para ella, ese invento mierda. Arlene dijo que no le gusta David Ledesma. Arlene dijo que no quiere ver a esos Suárez kids. Arlene dijo que ya no quiere estar con ella. And they would have had it in writing for me. Because I'm like, just whatever, I need money. I will say whatever in front of you sometimes, seriously, because they're so overwhelming that I just like go on to say the wrong thing sometimes in front of them. So they would have just, they just want to cover up all the grossness that they do by trying to kill me and not letting people give me money. So that when I'm happy, people won't know that my family of origin was keeping me away from certain happiness. What else? What else? I'd rather not speak to anyone in my family of origin. I stopped speaking to most of them decades ago. Some I had added on Facebook just as colleagues, and I'm not an illegal prostitute, thief, or murderer. I just thought, like, for world peace, I just painted this. So, what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Then I asked for help doing the natural thing on Facebook. I didn't even have money to make copies, and I had paper. I just didn't have money for food back then, even with food stamps. I just didn't have the energy. I didn't have money for gas. So they truly contained me for me to not be able to leave my home. Write on a piece of paper, like, please give me money, and head downtown and ask people to give me money so I wouldn't lose Jada and Kaylani. They've done that to some of my primas while I was growing up. They're just gross. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Jada and Kaylani knew nothing about this. I never talked to Jada and Kaylani about the abuse that I witnessed while I was growing up. I find those people that I grew up disgusting. And I just wanted Jada and Kaylani to learn about people on their own. So if they go on and meet Miriam Carrero, I want them to make their own opinion about her and not telling them, oh, que asquerosa esa tipa. Anyways, what else? 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 I'm so bored right now. Those Suarez kids possibly think that I was going to spend my time trying to find out if Jaden and Kaylani are met them. My child is very discreet too, possibly. So if he's met already that guy that was at the library, he's probably thinking like, no, mom, that's not him cosplaying into you and your world peace goals, or like him like having met you decades ago and being relatives like, that's my boyfriend. Possibly they infiltrate families that way. They separate kids from mothers that don't want their kids to be raped, and or they just happen. I mean, Edgar needs to keep living his life and keeping Jaden and Kaylani social, so maybe they just happen to be near Jaden and Kaylani or in college or through a friend of Jaden and Kaylani, and they've been doing the dating thing and being a boyfriend and a girlfriend. It happens. It was explained to me While I was growing up, I witnessed so many of my primas get so angry at their kids. I'm avoiding that. I'm avoiding that. What else? What else? What else? My siblings purposely starve me so that they can say to me, Keilani tiene todos sus dientes. So, mira, se lo pusimos esos Suárez Dick, se lo pusimos en un platter. La mandamos a que le hicieran el pelo en Aveda, donde tú ibas, ¿no? En Hyde Park, y ya you can't even afford it. That's how this todavía. So, tú tienes hambre y no tienes dinero, so te estamos haciendo el favor y enviamos a Keilani y a Beda a que le hicieran el pelo donde tú no te lo puedes hacer ya. Le compramos un outfit. Basically, they just pimped her, prostituted her, and they explained it. Well, one is hungry, doesn't have money, and one is like, I really don't want to get a knife and kill them. In self-defense for abusing my children. So basically, they just instigate. They're like, mira, te vamos a enseñar la foto, ella tan bella, el sports car que Peter Suárez, and that's not his real name. La recogió en la casa de Edgar y se llevó a Gaby también. Quizás se la clava a las dos. Y lo que Peter Suárez quería un hijo contigo y no lo pudo tener. Todavía se me eso. And they're like, hopefully, cuando Arlene le deja de hablar a Keilani. Keilani, ¿cuándo tu mamá te va a dejar de hablar? Do they behave that way? Keilani, ¿cuándo tu mamá te va a dejar de hablar? Para yo tratar de convertirme en tu madre. Well, that grossness, Arlene Lorenzo said to me, well, I was in Korea with Edgar, and she looked after Jaden. Never again. Never again, but I forget easily. So she did stay with him one night when I was in Florida. I mean, in California. Anyways, she's like, no te sorprendas que cuando tú regreses, Jaden me vaya a decir a mi mami y no a ti. And I'm like, you're so gross. And that night that I was back, Jaden at night was like, mommy, hugging me. And she took him while I was in Korea. She's like, ¡ese nene tiene asma! Y lo llevó. I wanted to die. I'm like, it's just a week early. He'll be fine. She steals money from me. Arlene Lorenzo Acevedo gets in the way of me receiving money. And then I'm like, whatever, watch the kid. I'm leaving to Korea. Because she said yes. And then she tried to poison him. She's like, Arlene, el nene tiene asma, se lo llevé al doctor, al pediatra, el César Ortega. Y él le dio un tratamiento de eso. I'm like, my child never gets asthma. Oh, did she starve him and not give him enough water during those days to make him? Porque para que les dé the asthma feeling, people say, like she would have had to not give him enough food and water so that Jaden would get sick. Or le dio un catarro out of a coincidence. And she says, le dio asma y le dio un tratamiento. And I'm like, girl. And he's like, just calm down, ya mismo tú regresas. I'm like, never again. But she steals my money. She gets in the way of me receiving money to put me through that shit. She's disgusting. I'm so glad I haven't spoken to her in more than 3 years. She is disgusting. Just disgusting. Da un asco esa tipa. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? In the meantime, I'm seeking that people gift me money through GoFundMe, gofundme.com/Arlene-Lorenzo-Acevedo. PayPal is AR Blue Sky. Blue Sky Designs Co. En lo que estoy pensando, straight to my heart. Arlene Lorenzo Art. Shop IANTAYIAFAY. And I am Tire Shop. I've listed some of my artwork on eBay and Instagram. Look at how pretty. Oh, what do they do? Oh, anyways, let me tell you first. You can shop my artwork on Instagram, but and eBay. IANTAYIAFAY. Today, this is live. And this is why live picture exists. Just to put those honest kids in jail, people say, and give them the death penalty. Do they say that they hate me so much that they're so retarded and people just say those kids were supposed to just be in the care of their mother the entire time? And maybe as possibly wear diapers and not learn how to use the restroom and or travel on their own, so they hate Arlene and want to kill her for making them like trying to believe that they're grown men. So do they go on to take the audio of my video and say, let me show you this artwork, and they show like their excremento en el toilet, me imagino, or la vagina de una prostituta ilegal que they hired just to mock me. People warned me that people would possibly do that already, that they did that already with prior videos that I've recorded because I've been coerced to record. So maybe people are like, okay, I don't know. I want cash right away. I'm not seeking the death penalty for anyone on purpose. Anyways, so people would say back then, well, si alguien se queda sin dinero or just like starts going live. Oh, did they just do it that one time that I was live on Instagram and I said hi, and they just immediately replace the visual and use my audio for just like dumb shit. I don't know. I'd like to think that they're men, and I don't go on saying that. And it was clarified because my parents, just to try to create some gay rivalry, they want to be like, ellos son déjame, siempre están en la cárcel. And they're like, we've never been to jail. Truly, I imagine that my parents could be doing that just to make me look dumb too. It's like even police say, but we looked at all the files and they never been to jail, so de donde saca eso ella y lo repite. What else? I'm so bored right now. I'm so bored. Anyways, I'm just painting for fun again. Anyways, I need new teeth, possibly. My sandalasma is receding. I want to visit a podiatrist and get rid of my toenail fungus that was given to me when I was a child, so I don't influence people into being happy. Literally, they've just beaten me up, my family of origin, trying to make me look ugly so that when I'm next to a man, did people want to see pictures of myself without makeup y con sandalasma next to Richie? That's why I didn't do it. Because then I post, I'm like, ve lo nuevecito que él se ve tan lindo. Y ella ni con dinero, ni sin dinero ni para un scrub en la cara y que te sandalasma. But that would have been my siblings. I don't know if they still do it. Regardless, if I hadn't posted on Facebook the screenshots of how they mistreat me. So they possibly planned de que yo no iba a decirle a nadie, que mi familia de origen me abusa. And they were going to be like, well, si ese nene tan lindo en esa foto se ve tan bello y feliz con ella. Y ella tiene santelasma. Eso tuvo que haber sido Richie que le dio santelasma. And then they would have accused Richie. And maybe Richie did go to jail. Because a cop said, and a judge, you can't abuse her to recreate her childhood. You have to not violate her rights. Make sure that her basic needs are satisfied if you can satisfy them. So I went into calling the police back then after he threatened me, saying, I want you to check up on him. He doesn't sound healthy. Like he could just be upset that I'm putting him through this. And by the way, this isn't me inflicting abuse onto him on purpose. My parents, my siblings, and my family of origin abused me. So that way, hopefully, he didn't get wrongfully incarcerated if he did get incarcerated. I possibly saw him at the library. Was that February 18th, possibly? I remember setting it on my calendar that I was going to buy myself food from Central Market when I got food stamps and taking myself to the Riverwalk to eat the food. So I was at the library and then I walked in there after eating my food and I was going to browse for books. And on my way to the restroom, I think I stumbled upon him. And then I just kept walking. I'm like, nothing. I should be able to say hi to that. So I'm just gonna keep walking to the restroom. What else? 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 My siblings are always available to them, people say. So they prefer that pussy and that dick, even if it gets raped. And if my siblings murder, it was explained to me in my childhood. They're like, we'll go to jail, whatever, if we get the death penalty. It's called a love for themselves, people say, but I don't go on to find out about their lives because they could have beautiful lives. They could possibly have beautiful lives. Anyways, so upsetting to be talking about them. I have PTSD and started to remember how my family of origin said that they would traffic me. So what else? 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 That was decades ago. Look at that. I'm hungry. I need new teeth, possibly. I miss Dayton and I miss Kaylani dearly. What else? 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 Is he waiting? He's like, nadie le compre, nadie le regale dinero. Fucking fruit form. You know, I need a banana. I have like 3 of them. Anyways, so what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? So is he saying si people no le den dinero, no le compren el arte, she needs to move back to her parents' home? I want to fuck her in her childhood bedroom again. While I starve, while my teeth decay, and he violates my rights. So gross. So gross. What is that? Low level intelligence. I've been saying it since my childhood. It's low level intelligence, possibly on drugs, and doesn't feel anything for someone that is hungry and needs some money. What else? 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 So bored. Hopefully people will start gifting me money ASAP. Just ASAP. This is so pretty that I just painted. I may list it on eBay tomorrow or not. I don't know. Depends. Oh, I eat. No, let's see. with chips and our chocolate caramels. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Well, I head over to HEB to return those pencils, and then those smartest boys say to people, "Well, we don't get jealous." I've heard this before. Of her. We have beautiful men and women in our lives, and we have so much money that we never suffer. We just like seeing Arlene ugly so she can travel and find someone that loves her. Anyways. What else? 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 And sword. And after I did that whole like, I don't want to have to move on from you, and I'm financially stable to her, I honestly didn't want to be in a relationship anymore. Like it all like went away. I don't bother or realize anymore. Anyways, and I've seen him after that happened, and I'm like, no, I'm not having sex. What else? 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 So I can't say that I can relate to those Suarez kids. Say in my bedroom, I don't like you anymore. I've moved on to other people that have their own better demeanor and have a wardrobe. Having a great time, like then go and have a great time with those people forever if you wish to, and don't ever talk to me. What else? 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 There's how many inhabitants in the planet? Oof, I can find possibly at least 15 that will date me. With my beauties, my smarts, my demeanor, I'm pretty sure that was showing with so many people. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Wow. Do they do a comparison picture? They take a screenshot of this and they say, Ginny Gendaliris, illegal prostitute, lo necesarias. Vamos, mira, vete, búscate una sweater de ese mismo color, una t-shirt. O te la compré, whatever. Ni no tiene ropa, pero mira. ¡Mira lo que te trae! Nena, me fui a resolver rapidito. Mientras todavía estaba abierto. O estaba aquí en San Antonio y fui acá un momento y te compré tu suéter. Ponte el suéter y te voy a tirar una foto para hacer un comparison side by side of Arlene. Mira, si esta tiene tanta la esta piel la tiene tan reseca. Tanta gana, tanta tristeza. No tiene uña postiza, Dale para que Arlene un día nos diga, please be my friend. They'd have to like so abuse me for that to happen. And I don't ever want to be their friends. So, para enseñarle la foto de esa October 31, oh, este tiene que ser el relajo de hoy, coincidence. On October 31, 2024, Arlene mereció el espantapájaro. Mira toda así, los dientes podridos y con carie también. Ya se me olvidó que tuvo un shot y que supuestamente no tenía energía y no tenía dinero para comer. ¡Qué asco! Y miren mi belleza, Ginny Gendaliris, illegal prostitute, Lorenzo Suárez, gente. And they get in group chats with people. And they're like, we're at a party, and I'm just like showing side by side and saying, mira esta asquerosidad. That's how I imagine they talk about me. Mira esta asquerosidad, Arlene Lorenzo Acevedo, qué fea se ve, parece un espantapájaro. Por eso la gente no le regala dinero para que no pueda salir de su casa, porque la gente dice, ¿cómo que eso se ve? Eso no se ve por ahí, así Y ella que feliz en el chibi comprando, y yo qué vergüenza, Dios mío, mátenla already, porque eso no es ni museum quality, no like my Ginny Gendalitis y Ligo Prostitute Lorenzo Suárez, que es tan bella, y mira, 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 no tiene ni una piel reseca, no tiene ni una carie, no le hace falta nada, tiene todo el dinero que necesita y yo le doy más. Cuando alguien se mata, para que la gente deje de decirme que si yo pienso en Arlene o no, porque Arlene vivía confundida, que no sabía cuál de mis hermanos had feelings for Arlene or no, porque la abusaban. So a mí me envuelven en esto de que yo dije, bye Arlene, sorry, mejor me caso con Ginny Gendalitis. Illegal prostitute Lorenzo Suárez. What else? What else? What else? What else? That's what they want me to see. Mientras Ginny Gendalitis smiles. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That dental work on Arlene is my work. I make sure that Arlene starves and doesn't have any money so I can see her rot alive. Well, yo me voy por ahí diciendo soy la mujer más bella del planeta. That's what I imagine they do. They're just so gross. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I just painted this. I haven't talked to Ginny Gendalitis in decades. Possibly just like a hi and bye after Kaylani was born, but that's because I was just saying hi to her mother. I haven't talked to the Suarez kids in more than decades. In more than decades. I casually may have ran into them at camp, the library, Corazon Day Center. What else? 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 Where else? Cam. Did I already say that? Corazon Day Center, Cam. The library. Corazon Day Center, Cam. The library. Where else was it? Oh, Travis Park Church. And it was just like, OMG, you're in your cosplay. Possibly. I don't even remember who you are, but maybe I know you're very attractive, so my apologies. That I am just so poor and look so run down. You're possibly responsible for this abuse towards me. Whatever. Instead of me living a happy life with myself, Jaden and Kaylani. My family of origin quieren escucharme quejarme todo el día. They're so gross. They're just so gross. I don't talk to anyone that I grew up around. My hobby right now is seeing my boobs grow into shape. I can't show you from here without showing you like my belly, my vagina. However, it's like my breast is getting better because I had stopped showering, dear FBI, so that you can seek the death penalty for the people that I grew up around that get in the way of me receiving money, that cause for Jane and Kalani to be separated from me, that steal my money, that possibly rape those Suarez kids. Well, anyways, so I had stopped painting for, what is it? For enjoyment. And I started listing my artwork on eBay and Instagram, which is work for me to get out of poverty, ideally, and for fun because I love that white cardboard. Just as much as myself did in Kaylani, people say, possibly. Seriously. I love that white cardboard. So possibly just as much as I love Jaden and Kaylani. So I've been listing my work on Instagram and eBay, TAYIAFAY. And because I'm under the poverty level and I don't have money to take myself dancing and shop. And what else? And be with Jaden and Kaylani. I miss their hugs and kisses. So I had stopped showering well for a few days and I had stopped bathing well for a few days. So I noticed that that part was like red and stinky. Even ew, it was around my artwork is what people that try to traffic me. They're killing me, essentially cutting off all ways of me receiving money just so that I suck dick illegally and to rape me is so gross. So they abuse me so that everything that I do just turns ugly instead of beautiful, like I see myself. So that's why I don't talk to my family of origin. They're just gross. So, anyways, I've been showering well. In the meantime, I imagine those people that I grew up around, they're so gross. They're so low level intelligence, so disgusting. That to me is disgusting. Because this laceration just goes away in a few days. My family of origin has been like dumb for decades. They possibly destroyed my Arlene Lorenzo art by getting in the way of me receiving money, by getting in the way of people buying my work, just to have Jaden and Kaylani traffic from me and be like, Jaden, we're gonna tell you something. Did you ever see any grossness around your mom's breast? And they're like, parece que alguien no los violó porque ellos dicen, yo nunca vi las tetas de mi mamá, siempre se veían limpias. And they're like, but did you see under? And this had never happened to me before. Porque sigue abordando y con esa teta así toda negra, podrida, cáncer. We were like, no le compré al link, quizá ella está infectada con SIDA o algo así. No le compré. So they possibly just did that to try to find out personal details of my life through Jaden and Kaylani and to prepare Jaden and Kaylani for if I die of cancer. They're gonna say, ay, Jaden, ya ella tenía eso por debajo de la teta, Jaden. So, si nosotros estamos así, mira, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026, keeping your mother starving, stealing money from her, getting in the way of her receiving money, did they confess to Jada and Kaylani? Well, we jump on that sweet sweater's dick, even your dad's dick, that your mom can't have anymore because she's not financially stable. If your mom has financial stability, then your dad even might take her out a date and be happy with her because tu mamá no le ha hecho nada a tu papá para que él se enoje contigo y él la quiere. So, Jaden, no nos vas a poder meter en la cárcel a nosotros, ni Kaylani nos va a poder meter en la cárcel a nosotros, porque nosotros vamos a decir, por culpa de Jaden y Kaylani, menores de edad, people go on to say, abusan those grossness that I grew up around. They're like, they talk to minors like that, possibly just to indicate that behind the scenes they rape people. They possibly say, well, si tu mamá se muere de hambre, le da cáncer debajo de la teta, tú nunca quizás le diste debajo de la teta, yo voy a decir que fue tu culpa, Jaden y Kaylani. And Jaden and Kaylani are so scared. They're like, we don't want to go to jail. Mira, like una de las mejores amiguitas that they talk to. I'm so scared. I sound so ignorant. I witnessed good kids go through this in my childhood. They're like, I love my mommy. Possibly it was Yolanda. And they're like, we don't know. We don't see under her teta. So people were saying that if she dies, then we're gonna go to jail because our mommy was painting, trying to get out of poverty and provide for herself and us. And we know that when she provides for herself, she provides for herself and dick and happiness and party, woo woo, but so do we. And this family of origin of hers is trying to kill her. So they just said, well, if you don't want to go to jail, just say that people shouldn't give money to your mom, that they should let her die. Otherwise, you're going to go to jail, Jaden Kinani. You're going to go to jail. Y así quizás hace la abuela esa asquerosidad de Ana Luz Carrero. Y le dice a Jaden, Keilani, no le diga a la gente que le den dinero a Arlene. Que Arlene quizás tenía ya cáncer debajo de una teta mientras pintaba y si se muere nosotros los vamos a acusar a ti para que vayan a la cárcel. Y algún día Jaden y Keilani ustedes van a llegar a la mayoría de edad. What else? That is what they entertain their time with. Separating Jada and Keilani from me to just torment them and seeking the death penalty for so many people that have caused for Jada and Keilani to be separated from me. What else? There's an old saying, many people say, we buy art from anyone, ni que eso se le pegara y brincara al arte. People buy from people that have cancer all the time, I heard. So they just create scenarios just to make themselves like, did you just let me this? Oh my God, nena. Ginny Chandaliris, illegal prostitute. Lorenzo Suárez, enséñale a la gente de tus tetas, no tienes ni que pintar y la gente te da dinero. ¡Wow! Esta es la que me lleva a mí a todos lados. Ginny Chandaliris, illegal prostitute, Lorenzo Suárez. A esta sí tú la puedes comprar porque ella se baña todos los días, nunca tiene cáncer, la gente no jode con ella, a ella no la hacen pasar hambre y no la hacen humillarse porque ella tiene madre. Eso no es como Gloria Nirsa, que es una bruta y Arlene está llorando todo el día, tengo hambre, necesito dinero, no me gusta estar en la pobreza, esto no es normal en los Estados Unidos. Wow, my sister say, ¿verdad que sí? Arlene es una puerca. Y yo, out of my siblings, soy la más que me baño. And they do that competition. Still. Possibly they're like, well, she's getting attention on the internet by people, even if they don't give her money. Cuántas veces se bañó, no se lo dejó bañar. Yo voy a estar por ahí hablando a todo el mundo. Yo soy la más que me baño en esa familia en la que yo crecí, New Orleans. They're just gross. I haven't talked to my parents and my siblings in more than 3 years and seeking the death penalty for so many people that have caused for Jada and Keilani to be separated from me. And seeking financial stability through donations. I don't want to work at the moment. So there's no need for me to apply for a job. And while those Suarez kids are so dumb and they're possibly trying to traffic me into Haven for Hope next year when my rent voucher through Opportunity Home expires, or my siblings are planning to do that. Someone that hates me. So that I go back and they're like, okay, if I were talking to them, because they're possibly following the progression, even if I don't talk to them, and they're like, well, she's going to have to go back to Haven for Home. ¿Cómo va a entrar por el gate a pedirle permiso a la Hannah sino quedándose allí? Don't tell me that they speak like that. It's why I wouldn't want to talk to my family of origin. That's so low level intelligence. If that's what they plan and get in the way of people not giving me money, it's like de alguna manera ella le va a tener que pedir perdón a Berlín por anunciar acá. Se inventa una mierda. Hopefully they're men. If not, I'm seeking the death penalty for them if they're getting in the way of me receiving money. So they possibly say we need to have Arlene head back to Haven for Hope, que le pida disculpas a Ana, nada por Arlene existir. En lugar de Arlene estar viajando y conociendo un hombre que no es de la familia para tener relaciones sexuales con él. Y que sea consensual y Arlene esté happy. Porque es que yo quiero a Marilyn tanto, yo estoy tan enamorado de ella que yo hago lo que sea por Marilyn. Ya Marilyn me dio un orgasmo y Arlene nunca me dio un orgasmo. Ja, 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 so yo quiero matar a Arlene. Entonces, what else? They said, maybe Rahana la obliga a ser secretaria. Yeah, do they speak like that too? It's like, do they not understand human rights? And then they're in jail, possibly. Or whatever. I don't seek anything about their lives. So they go on saying, entonces Rahana la obliga a que se convierta en una secretaria para que tenga un trabajo full time, que él se cansa, que debe ser una jodida vaga. Carajo, que se busque un trabajo de secretaria full time. Que tenga por lo menos dinero para pagar su energía eléctrica del apartamento. Entonces yo voy a estar esperándola por allí cerca del trabajo, donde sea que sea, porque ella lo va a publicar quizás online. Oreja no me va a decir dónde es. Y no se ni tanto tiempo. Mamá el bicho, porque ahora tiene trabajo seguro, no va a tener estrés. In the meantime, I haven't worked a day in my life, Peter. I'm always shopping. I'm like big bird of the family. So is Arlene. Porque believe it or not, that sweater. So fabulous. Y la quiero volver a... la quieren obligar a que trabaje de secretaria, and they possibly like call each other out as siblings because my siblings just cause chaos in my life. I see it coming, getting in the way of my money. And they're like, maldita sea este tipo, I love not having to work, yo no quiero ser secretaria. So I call the police and I say, my brother is trying to force Arlene once again a que se convierta en secretaria. Porque Arlene le mama el bicho y él tiene dinero en cantidad que le puede, como un benefactor, dar dinero por PayPal y no hacerla sentir como una prostituta. And then run into her Applebee's or Travis Park or el Salvador Dali Museum or el Tivoli in Tampa. What else? People say that they go to jail for that too because people say, well, Peter has your money too, y no te lo da. It's the lies too. The lies. People say that Marilyn says she would be like, vete a ver si él te da dinero porque supuestamente él tiene dinero. Me iban a ver. Didn't I spend all 2020 laughing? I'm like, I'm hungry, I don't have money. Gloria Nilsa que está that Héctor Gabriel Soto tried to rape me. And Gloria Nilsa, just to cover up, se la pasó las navidades con la familia del viajerosa. I was laughing and I'm like posting on facebook.com/arbluesky in 2020, no me digas. Que eso es lo que están haciendo, just to try to cover up que tengo hambre y necesito dinero y esto es live. Entonces, where was I heading with that? I can't remember. So anyways, 2020, I was like, OMG, someone give me money ASAP. I'm not one of those that says, I'm just gonna see if that happened. Oh, entonces that's their pattern of abuse. They're like, pues si Héctor Gabriel Soto no la logró violar, porque she finally woke up from that abuse and she said, I'm way out, yeah. Time for myself, ignore him, whatever, I'm gonna be safe. Finally, I don't want him in my life. whatever. I feel good about myself. The next plan of action for my family of origin, including Gloria and Irsa, is they're so gross. They think that they're literally being held hostage. I take myself to HEB. I take myself to Nordstrom Rack. I take myself to La Madeleine. I'm like, I'm eating aquí tranquila. En Gloria Nirsa es tan bruta de like, para que no me maten, yo voy a dejar que violen a Arlene. And people are like, say like, ¿cómo vas a decir eso? Si a Arlene la gente le da dinero o le llegan los cupones alimenticios y Arlene dice, yo estoy tranquilita, pintando, cocinando, comiendo para mí misma. Yo no le hablo a ninguna de esa gente. Aunque los tenía en Facebook. Yo no soy prostituta ilegal. That was for my world peace goals or classmates from school. So I'm like people that I didn't want to meet, so I added them on Facebook. That doesn't mean que me estaban violando or that I had a relationship with them for. So what else? 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 So I imagine that if I talk to my family of origin, that those are the ones that are trying to harm me. Gloria Nirsa would have said, Nena, aquí tienes el número de teléfono de ese nene, llámalo para que te viole. Ya yo pasé todas las navidades con su madre, como si fuéramos con suegra. Ya el planeta entero, si tú no abrieras los bucos y dijeras que él te está tratando de violar, pensarían que ustedes están juntos, él y tú. So acaba y déjate violar, nena, para yo vivir tranquila. It is her way of life. She's so gross. I stopped talking to her more than 3 years ago. I'm like, the way that this is heading is múdate con una amiga, then she's gonna literally say I'm trying to kill her. My dad would say, it's just her Lucy, let her kill her in self-defense, her Lucy. Te hace la vida imposible behind your back and you don't even find out, Arlene. I'm like, if I just had dollars, I would just be in peace. Shopping, taking care of myself, dating Kehlani, and not playing my parents' game of like getting back at people and acting like dollars don't exist. They're possibly under the poverty level themselves because they're like, if we accept any donations over a certain amount, then that'll flag the police into knowing that they are criminals. I'm not. They get in the way of my fundraising by saying, no, que si el FBI la mete en la cárcel, there's no way that the FBI could put me in jail. I'm not stealing. I'm literally fundraising for myself, Jane and Kehlani, asking for gifts. There's nothing wrong about that. It's just my parents and my siblings get off on me decaying. Well, they laugh and they say, la gente tan bruta, wow, no le dan dinero. And they compare themselves to me too, possibly. And they say, wow, a nuestra hija no le dan dinero a la gente porque es nuestra hija. O porque tenemos el dinero aquí, o ese no es Suárez, se lo roban todo, esa Ginny Jandelleri, illegal prostitute, Lorenzo Sarefo. O quizás Yolanda que le está robando. But then people show up, I don't get that. And they say to my parents, can we give her money? And then they give the money to my parents, supposedly. Or they just, like, after a conversation with parents, they're like, oh, no. They determine me to give her money, and they don't do it directly through PayPal and or GoFundMe. I don't get cuál es el miedo, dan asco. GoFundMe is, I can do this for decades. I love myself. I've said to Jaden and Kehlani, I'm seeking financial security for myself and to provide for you too. So every day I wake up with a smile. I'm like, maybe today is the day that I get financially stable again and I get my food for myself, Jada and Kehlani, have a home for Jada and Kehlani and myself, shop at Nordstrom for myself, Jada and Kehlani, take Jada and Kehlani on trips. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? In the meantime, my family of origin, beats me up emotionally by being non-existent in my life. This is why I record these videos. And by getting in the way of me receiving money, by raping people, by stealing from people, by enjoying that Jada and Kehlani have been separated from me because Gloria says, yo pude haber sido mejor madre que ella. Así cualquiera observándome como yo soy de madre y ella fue y hizo mejor trabajo que yo, mejor que le quiten a Jada y Kehlani a ella. Qué bueno que esta casa no se arregló. People say that they celebrate themselves. They're like, the house is still not up to code, people, and you may have gifted us the money to fix the house, para que así, si a Arlene le separaran a Jaden y a Kehlani de ella, nosotros no ser ese tipo de abuelo y abuela que dicen, ay, traigan a los nenes aquí, porque we were like, we didn't want to raise Arlene while she was a teen. Why would we want to raise someone else's kids just because they're our grandkids? Pero de eso se habla con la boca y demeanor, people say. And one says, no, I'm not good. One can say to a judge, I don't want my grandkids living with me. I think they're better with their dad or in foster care even. Or they're this relative. Like if it had gotten to a point where that would have been needed. And in some cases, people are currently going through that. Instead of like dejar la casa rot and be like, this house isn't good for those kids to live in. Did they remodel the home already? That is interesting. That's not something que me interesa. Not something que me interesa. That to me is Ramon and Gloria's home, supposedly, based on what they said. If they went on to remodel it after I started screaming on the internet that I don't have a safe place to stay in. They're so cliche, like we're just trying to do this to impress people and make Arlene look bad. They possibly take pictures and like, ordenamos comida de cama. Mira, Jaden, aquí está mami, aquí está papi, aquí están los status de esos kids que Arlene can't take anywhere as the plus one. Y ya tienen el pelo gris algunos y otros no. Aquí está Richie, aquí está Jorge Avilés, aquí está David Ledesma, Jerry Garcia. ¿Quién más le gusta a tu mamá? ¿Quién más le gusta a tu mamá? Michael Norman, Cyrus Peña. Did you know that we all met them too? Y él también me la mama. Yay, Jaden Kehlani, él también me la mama a mí. So that's why we're trying to kill your mother, Jaden Kehlani, para que tu mamá no vaya por ahí pensando, porque ella nos ignora. Haciéndose main bitch material, que como que así somos todas. Ignorando el fact de que estos nenes me la maman aquí. La casa ahora está tan bella y maybe Jaden cannot even visit with that girl alone and I'm unaware of it. I don't want to find out. I think they're just so disturbing, the people that I grew up around. They just do that because I started speaking on the internet saying I don't have a place to stay at that's safe. Or maybe the house is just rotting with my parents and my sibling in it. What else? 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 They just want to torment me. They get in the way of me receiving money. They occupy those Suarez kids' time, people say. And anyone that has met Jeannie Gendalides in my presence that I have shown interest in, my siblings say, well, we're occupied those people's time for Arlene, since Arlene is all like, I'm being so abused that I don't want to be near that dick, not even fuck buddy material. And cuando ese hombre me trata como esposa, él me lleva a todos lados y me lo compra todo. Y me trata tan bien, o yo también tengo como comprármelo todo a mí misma, yo no soy como Arlene. Y Arlene me encojona porque nosotros la abusamos tanto que él no está enamorado de Arlene, pero Arlene está para el lado y yo soy tan bello que a veces me da miedo que aunque él no quiera a Arlene y Arlene no le esté seduciendo, que un día me deje por Arlene, o mejor mato a Arlene. Oh, do they have sit-down dinners with Jaden and Kehlani in the house now. And they're like, see, Jaden, we're a family. We're a family. Your mother isn't here. And these are all the dicks that your mother doesn't have. There's an extra room now. Do you want to like be fucked by them? And then when your mommy is financially stable and we're happy, or if you ever want to hurt her, you say, Mommy, I got that sweater's dick that you didn't. Those that look like Ken and they have gray hair, some of them and some don't. Titi Marilyn brought me to that pleasure because she hates you. They possibly torment my children that way. And ella gritando histérico. Someone give Arlene money already so that Arlene can be involved in Jaden and Kehlani's life. Not that that necessarily will avoid Jaden and Kehlani getting raped. Pero at least Arlene will be emotionally healthy and so will Jaden and Kehlani. And then people laugh and say, now Edgar is in on Arlene's pussy. Mira, Edgar histérico. Edgar. Miriam Carrero fue. Edgar, deja de estar diciendo que le den dinero a Arlene y que para que no violen a Jaden y a Kehlani, que para que Arlene esté contenta. Tú lo que pasa es que estás celoso y molesto porque no puedes estar encima de Arlene haciendo el amor. Porque Arlene no está aquí aunque tiene hambre y no tiene dinero para que me explique cómo es eso, cómo ella te hacía el amor a ti, Edgar. Gaby, explícame tú entonces. Poor Gaby. If she let herself get herself trafficked in 2020. So this was me in 2020. I'm like, OMG, my parents are dumb. Then I'm hungry and I don't have any money. Please, like, look out after Jaden and Kehlani if you can. Edgar needs to be okay. My concern, Gabriela, is gonna take some harassment possibly on behalf of that family that I grew up in. And I'm not gonna be there too, because sometimes people say, I must protect her. I'm just gonna get in those group chats so that people don't disrespect her because I'm not there. So I'm just like FBI, even though I wasn't tagging the FBI. All those posts were like FBI, police, be aware. They possibly just trafficked Gabriela into hearing about me just to try to separate her from Edgar or to try her to get her to suffer thinking about Edgar and I having had sex. Todavía me están esperando esos group chats for. Those people are so gross. Those people that I grew up around are so gross. They're just so gross. I'm so happy. I'm so happy by myself. I'm my own best friend. I miss Jaden and Kehlani. I don't surround myself with dumb people, low-level intelligence. I don't like that type of conversation. Therefore, in 2020, I'm like, lo que me vayan a decir, you're going to have to say it to me publicly on Facebook. Did you hear them? Take off these posts from public. Could they not stop themselves from posting? That's to be enjoyable to some people. It's like, we don't enjoy her suffer, but she's like, here, public. Every fucking post. Para que vean la asquerosidad que son esa gente towards me, Jaden and Kehlani. Para que vean la asquerosidad que son esa gente towards me, Jaden and Kehlani. That Diana Acevedo so gross. Ew, Margarita Correa fo. just full. What else? 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 Gustavo Cáceres, ew, qué asquerosidad. Ezio Rivera, blech. Ginny Gendaliris, illegal prostitute, Jendy Lorenzo Suárez, ew, get away from me. Eso tan feo, hablándome, por favor, stop. What else? 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 Liam Baker, privately, if that was him, like, maldita sea, why does he show up now that I'm hungry and I don't have money? Or he's just like, finally, she's speaking on Facebook every day. I don't care what she's talking about. I'm just gonna say hi to her every morning. Even if she's suffering, whatever. What else? What else up behind the scenes? I'm like, Liam this, Liam that. Today, Kehlani, I'm just gonna sleep. These people that I grew up around are just abusing me, so I'm just gonna get out of bed to shower, eat, and make sure that you are well taken care of every few hours. And there, that with the celebration that they start behind the scenes, Margarita Querosa Correa, Sonia Alvarado Bach Chapman, Ginny Gendaliris, illegal prostitute, Jendy Lorenzo Suarez, con Berenice Venegas, Sarah Francis. They're like, maybe she'll get cancer now, Jaden and Kehlani. Anyways, I'm seeing the death penalty for so many people that have caused for Jaden and Kehlani to be separated from me that I don't even need to search who went to jail, who didn't, who got interrogated. I don't play that. I don't see that. What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm just here painting right now, wishing that I was financially stable so that I could not be stressed and provide for myself, Jaden and Kehlani ASAP. I'm not married to any of that Suarez dick for just for. If that Suarez dick loved me and had money for me, it wouldn't have let me starve. What else? 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 Not even as the fuck buddy, it would have let me starve. What else? 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 In the meantime, because these men are still alive and will possibly try to rape me again, I try to not seek any conversations with their, like, for the first time ever, saying un empata pájaro, hoy el día de Halloween, blah, 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 que bueno que se está muriendo de hambre, blah, 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 and when they're literally, like, next to a group of people that it feels like they have a gun to their head. So if I read them, then I would want to kill them in self-defense, even while having sex, people say. So I'll just do the same thing as I did, like, when I saw Richie. I'm like, if that was him, like, wow, I had not seen you in decades because I've been living under the poverty level my entire life. My family of origin abuses me, steals from me, gets in the way of me receiving money. Edgar was paying everything for me while we were married. Then I separated. He's like, whatever, I'm not going to give you all the child support. Dumb move. Didn't give me the alimony. Dumb move. Verbally attacked me. Dumb move. Possibly behind the scenes was hysterical and saying, I hope no one actually rapes her. And what else? What else? What else? I'm seeking the death penalty for so many people that have caused that poverty, that, like, 5 minutes of loneliness that one gets, like, every few weeks. That one says, could have Peter cured that had he been a man? And I have been at the library in Salt Lake City and ran into him and be like, no, no, no. Now that I'm not being so abused by my family of origin, now that I'm not being abused by my family of origin, good to see you here. Let's head over to the podiatrist. Let me make some art and sell it on eBay. And yeah, I just saw your brother. I want to hang out with him later. Maybe you can suck my titties while you rub my toes. So none of that happened. because my family of origin, even if they wanted to make it happen, obviously maybe they're not like interested in me alone, and they're not interested in me at all. So I just was married to Edgar, didn't have money of my own to take myself out. So I never saw any of those other boys, Richie, Jorge, anyone to be polyamorous with. One needs to be like super financially stable. I said, Edgar, whatever that trust that my parents gave you. He's like, no, you're fat because you were raped. And I don't want you to get raped again. So if you like start going out there and people rape you, so we're just gonna live based on like what I get paid, whatever. We can be happy that way, which the sex was really good. But there are always like 5 minutes of the day where I'm like missing something, and the lifestyle that I wanted to live like got literally taken away from me, from people like abusing me, trying to force me into marrying someone, or at least living with him or sucking his dick occasionally, so he wouldn't be crying that I wouldn't have sex with him. And every time that I saw him, like, who is this? I don't even remember him. It's so beautiful. So I was basically abused by my family of origin all of these years, and they were trying to cover that up by verbally attacking me even more on Facebook in 2020 and allowing for Jaden and Kaylani to be separated from me. So I don't have to have this conversation in front of any of them. Then they'll be like, well, let me show you the pictures. Maybe tú y Edgar no viajaron a este sitio y te va a dar envidia y te matas. That's how they speak. It's so gross. It's so gross. It's just so gross. Anyways, I miss Jaden and I miss Kaylani. I have a GoFundMe campaign. GoFundMe.com/Arlene-Lorenzo-Acevedo. PayPal is AR Blue Sky Designs Co. And lo que estoy pensando, straight to my heart, Arlene Lorenzo Art Shop, IANTAYIAFAY. I am Tire Shop. You can purchase my artwork on eBay and Instagram. I've listed some pieces. It looks so beautiful on a wall. The shop on eBay and the account on Instagram is IANTAYIAFAY. So my apologies to that Suarez dick. If they have been waiting for me, you never gave me cash. If you had it, you had the expectation possibly that my parents, after I got married, were gonna give me money, or that I would get on eBay and start selling my artwork right away just to make a ton of money and see you. Well, none of that happened. Why? Because that Suarez dick abused me verbally so much that I just thought, if I don't already have the money to go out for self care, I don't want to work for that. It's like it's gonna feel like a robbery for me to just seek financial stability when dick that's already available and also sweet Igaminas Carrero is like, yay for monogamy, you know. And let's have babies together. So that's it. I don't need to explain it to anyone. I don't need to be para a single lifestyle near 5 people that would have been, nena, pues entonces déjame a mí mamarte la teta ahora que estás aquí enfrente de mí con esta conversación. O me lo hubiese dicho, si me dejaba, mira, por lo menos exprimirte las tetas. Yo te he dado dinero y te prostituías ilegalmente. That's the language that I grew up hearing, which I run away from, that I don't have any evidence of anyone speaking to me like that in the past 20 something years until 2020 arrived and Gloria Nilsson's like, I want my boyfriend. Estio Rivera to rape Arlene. Yay. Let's see how this works out. And she doesn't rot in jail or get the death penalty. That is disturbing. And mothers go to jail. People say, for abusing their children. Those Suarez kids might be like, I'm not gonna speak for them, but like several of them heard like Gloria Nilsa, basically, or at least one of them, threatened my life in front of him. And they possibly say like Gloria Nilsa does not go to jail for abusing Arlene. Like, what does it take? So they get mad. People saying they're like, well, let's let Arlene starve and not have money, and maybe that will cause Gloria Nilsson to go to jail. Or maybe Arlene will go to jail and we'll see, like, is that a bad mother that doesn't provide for her children while they're with their daddy, and the mother doesn't want to become a secretary to fulfill her dreams, that she has a stable job and she comes to see us and we suck those titties. And people say, no, that's not a bad mother. And you possibly, in your little research, have acquired money that belongs to Arlene and you've been to jail already because that's considered stealing from Arlene. So, I don't know. I should, if I knew their names, oh, is that why I forgot them? Instead of looking for them or the phone numbers, I was tempted the other day. It's like, there's a website from the police. But I'm not even going to talk to my family of origin and say, dámelo nombre. Like they want me to do. So I avoid knowing their names or finding out about it. But I thought for a moment, like, maybe I should search that police website where, like, when people get arrested and their cases against them, it shows there a report, and see if they've ever gotten arrested in relation to me and I'm unaware. However, that's not fun either. Maybe I'll do that. Oh, is that what they're being threatened with? And people say, it's like they're trying to kill me and make it obvious, but some people use the excuse, maybe, that they've been actually arrested for possibly stealing money from me, possibly raping my children, maybe, or intent to do that, human trafficking. People are like, well, wait until she comes to the realization of that. We know how healthy she is, let her die anyways. Pero if she is like actually their fuck buddy one day because they get in her life, she's not seeking them, and she happens to look at that website for San Antonio police and check like how many times they've been arrested after she learns their names. That way she doesn't kill herself or kills them thinking like, are you in my bed because you're trying to kill me? That way there could be a difference. There could be like, there's a certain formality, but we are dumb or just interested in that view that she had in her childhood bedroom. Then we go around stealing money from her, getting in the way of her receiving money, using the money for illegal prostitutes, blah, blah, blah. Because they speak that way. People say that supposedly they get arrested. I don't even talk to my family of origin because they can say, well, my record is clean, or I got it clean after you started speaking. Or we just want to show you porn where people, when they find disgusting yet I love, have actually arrested me. Here are the handcuffs and I'm tied up. And at one point, Arlene, I was like, maybe I'll live with you. And then I realized that because you didn't have your own bedroom and you were abused, I moved on to so many people that now whenever you say, well, you were arrested, I'm going to show you porn, Then I recorded with people that you find disturbing and gross just to laugh at you. I have no rebuttals. Oh, they don't get it. People say that they do this if they behave that way. It's like, have you not noticed that Arlene does not replace you? Doesn't have a rebuttal. Didn't even start dating in Salt Lake City. And oh, there has to be like some good men here. But I'm so afraid of being bullied for my beauty and my smarts. And then I'm afraid, like, I have so much respect for people. I'm like, oh, my family of origin is just gonna invade my privacy and start contacting these people as soon as they find out that I'm dating someone. So it's just so gross. The way that my family of origin behaves, that I'm not even gonna make the effort to go out there and date. What else? What else? What else? No, man. Me trata bien si digo que tengo hambre y no tengo dinero on the internet, but that is possibly my family of origin. Having a gun to people's heads saying, don't give her money, let her suffer. So I'm trying to break that pattern and showing people that I'm single. So single, I said in 2020. And people were possibly, no, she's married to that sort of dick that I have, and I'm going to confirm if it loves me or not, or it loves Arlene. So I'm here, like, talking to him every day while I read Arlene's post to him, gauging if he likes me or not. Entonces, they're right now saying possibly como que lo vio, como que se recordó de ello, como que no me va a decir hola otra vez, para por lo menos decirme, mira, me puede recordar el nombre de los hijos de Benjamín Suárez Lorenzo, como que no le va a preguntar a Benjamín Suárez Lorenzo los nombres de los hijos, como que no, como que no, como que no. Arlene, nosotras pensábamos, do they speak like that? Nosotras pensábamos que se muere porque un Suárez la toque y le haga el amor y la lleve a una cita. So aquí estamos todas laughing at Arlene and ourselves, que han pasado cuántos años y Arlene dijo, ay, no tengo dinero, so I don't work for that dick. Uf, I don't work for that dick. Es como que si aprisionaran a uno. It's like, if you have money that is meant for you and I, that was gifted to you by people, and it's meant for me as well, you could give me some of that cash directly and not make me suffer. And I would have lived like so happily. Pero por eso lo hacen también. They're like, I'll give her the money when she's with me so that she can enjoy it. I didn't appreciate him giving some money to a girl saying, here, buy Arlene something. It's like, I make my own decisions. And then I accept gifts. So he needed to just give me the money possibly as a benefactor, or if it was my own money. Oh, that's so gross. Was that money that exclusively was given to him for me, and he just gave it to a guy in my presence. That's so gross. Some people say that based on pattern of abuse. However, I won't find out. Let's seek that answer. Edgar was saying to me, possibly, yeah, I'll look after Jane and Kilani. They can stay at the house. You can do Uber Eats. Wow, just, I know, so don't. Anyways, while you try to sell your art, blah, 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 and you're stressed out, like applying for jobs that I don't have, I don't have a wardrobe, I don't have money, I don't have anything, I don't have any peace. My siblings just disturb me emotionally. It's so gross. I can't count on my parents. And then that message where Edgar's like, well, take Jaden one at a time, and now, like, you have to pay me child support. And people say, possibly after reading that, did one of those Suarez kids give Edgar Arlene's money And Edgar said, there, Arlene now has money que se lleva a Jaden y a Keilani without giving me the money. Without giving me the money. And that's what people want me to find out. They're like, Arlene, cuando Edgar te dijo que te llevaras uno a la vez Jaden y después Keilani y te dijo, ahora me vas a tener que pagar child support. Él lo que quería era, oh, porque they speak in codes, people say, at least this happened while I was growing up once. I'm not saying this happened to me. Él lo que quería escuchar all the classmates es que si te daba el dinero que los padres le dieron a él, que te pertenece a ti, que tú una vez tuvieras a Jade que la contigo como no lo iba a tener full time most likely, que como que no lo iba a ver, de que tú le ibas a pagar child support y no ir a la cárcel. Eso es lo que Edgar quiso decir con ese post. What else? Or he was being delusional, not realizing that if I don't have money, how could I have paid him child support, trying to get me to prostitute myself illegally? They get so gross. Pero that is Gloria Nirsa's upbringing, that she never took me shopping, never gave me money, gets in the way of me receiving money, prefers other people over me. When people say, well, I'm going to give money to Arlene, she's like, no, dale dinero, está mejor. While trying to kill me. And Edgar says, Arlene isn't my kid. I can choose as a spouse and ex-spouse of how much money I can give to her. It falls into humiliation, human trafficking, hate crime. I was trying to get to that word. If he thought that it was going to show up and there's proof and evidence that he withheld money from me that got in the way of me getting money, just to mock me and say, like, look who I am next to. That's what his dick that you didn't get. So, like, why waste my time with that? What else? I just painted this and then people get mad. People say, pero que Liam Baker, su madre que te odia, Arlene. They're all here in these conversations with Edgar every day, waiting for you to show up and hear from Edgar that you couldn't have this. What is it called? They're like to each other. And Liam's like, they didn't invite me that day to that party, or I left early. When I had like heard that they were like all loving to each other, and then they took a picture and said, what else? Anyways, I'm not wearing any pants. I don't want to get up. I'm about to eat a sandwich and chips and that chocolate caramels, yay. And then I'll be back online because I'm isolated and I don't want to kill myself because I don't have money for self-care. I'm currently painting and listing my work on eBay. IANTAYIAFAY, also on Instagram. Let me guess. They're trying to traffic me and to say, mira, Gaby se ha bañado todos los días, Lynn. Gaby no estuvo en homeless shelter. Gaby nos hizo el amor por todos esos años que tú no tuviste dinero. Ja, ja, ja. So, ¿por qué no coges esta pinturita? Y le dices a Gabriela que la venda, pero con el nombre de ella se vería tan bonita. Mira, ya yo hice el logo, mi hermano es tan talentoso. Le metió el pene a Gabriela. Well, one is hungry and doesn't have money, people say. So I'm seeking the death penalty for them. Is that if that's what they plan to do to me, and there's like concrete evidence that they just go behind my back trying to kill me, and the FBI says we need to put a stop to that. Anyways, so they would be like, I imagine. So we put our penis in Gabriela, and then we said like, oh idea. I like that logo. Let's just have Gabby spin around naked on camera and say, I have a better body than Arlene. I have a better body than Arlene. I have a better body than Arlene. While holding the logo that shows Claudia Gabriela, I want to be Arlene Lorenzo, Acevedo, Martina Uria, porque I get in the way of Arlene's happiness. And Jada and Kaylani were separated from Arlene. Yo lo hago reírme, get in the way of Arlene receiving money. Para que Arlene sufra todos los días en cámara y yo verme como mejor persona. Y así Arlene can't have that sort of thing porque nena ni con renta gratis y food stamps sabiendo que están por ahí quizás ella yo estaría todos los días downtown caminando por ahí yo iría con un libro con los pinceles buscando donde her works o con un sign diciendo estoy buscando Suárez porque lo amo, ese bicho. So como ella no hace nada de eso, yo me río y yo digo, sí, yo quiero ser Arlene. Y vendo esas pinturitas. Entonces, los Suárez, eso, they have a group of people that love laughing about Arlene. So we just perform to them. We just call it a performance. So that way people can't think that it's human trafficking while Arlene is suffering live all day. Saying that she's hungry and needs money ASAP. So those people say, oh my God, here's a donation, Gabriela, for yourself. Here's some more money. What is people that abuse people? Make us laugh. And then they show the videos to Jada and Kanani and said, this is how we made our money. We did a performance. Your mother doesn't have money. So we just went around, had Gabriela pay, we put our dicks in her, Jaden. Tu madre te hizo creer que tu padre es un padre bueno porque que te leía libros y que te daba un besito en la frente antes de tu dormirte. Do they make Edgar cry? And Edgar says that has nothing to do with my persona letting Arlene starve. And that was like intimate moments between Arlene, myself, Jaden, and Kaylani. Or does he laugh? And said that was how Arlene wanted to raise the kids. And I was like fascinated by it. But whatever, I laugh. So they're like, tu papá se cree que es mejor que yo. And I wasn't around your mother. Yo no te leí Eric cuando bebecito. So mira, siéntate en la falda. Que te voy a leer, Carl, nene, o nena. In the meantime, they're like, Jaden, call the FBI and tell them that your aunt and your uncle, your aunts and your uncle, me han estado violando y le roban dinero a Arlene. And they get in the way of Arlene receiving money. Just so I couldn't read Eric Carlton you, maybe Arlene would have let me. So yo estoy haciendo que es ridículo porque your aunts and your uncles say, ay, yo no sé qué telenovela viven, dan un asco, possibly. So if you want to process the pain of us raping you and stealing money from Arlene, but Arlene could have that Suarez dick, you go ahead. Suarez dick, you read to Jade and Eric Carl now while they're 15 and 20 almost. But what you don't know, or we're going to tell you, is that we're going to ask you to record yourself. Well, you read Eric Carl to a 15-year-old and a 19-year-old. And because Arlene didn't want to spend time with me as a sister and a brother, I'm gonna spread this video, Jaden, telling everyone, Kaylani, that you, Kaylani and Jaden, you're retarded. Y que 15 y 19 le están leyendo esos que tan bellos, que algunos tienen cana y otros no. Leyéndole Eric Curl a Jada Kehlani a los 15 y los 19 años. One day when Arlene has a baby with them or they're adopted or they're like, we're happy we didn't have babies anyways and we're just happy together. We're gonna send these videos to Arlene and say, good for you for not having a baby with those swattest kids, whichever was that wanted a baby with you, most likely neither, or maybe at least one of them. We never let you find out so you can take them anywhere as a plus one because we have to take something away from you from this planet. So we're gonna say, Arlene, ¿tú te crees? This is why I stopped talking to my siblings more than 3 years ago. Because they would say later on, if I accidentally happen to stumble on that sort of stick, they're gonna torture me. My siblings will want to torture me with videos of possibly those swattest kids reading to Jaden and Kehlani and then saying, ves que él no hubiese podido ser buen padre. Él y que le leyó a Jaden y a Kehlani, Eric Curl at 15 and 19. And people say that my siblings possibly have guns after those swattest kids someday. In the way that Madeline and my siblings give advice to those swattest kids and they follow it and ruin any chance at a relationship with me. Or those swattest kids truly hate me and they do the right thing to sabotage them. I mean, the wrong thing to try to sabotage themselves, such as like having asked my parents for a date with me when like they needed to ask me out on a date, not my parents. What else? So I imagine que mientras yo estoy llorando en social media every day, que tengo hambre, que necesito dólares ASAP. My siblings keep orchestrating content and shit to try to torment me. So that's why I stay away from that sweater stick because for the most part, bendito, el más chiquito tenía como 10 años when I was like almost in my 20s. I already was like fat, overweight, coloring my hair. I don't want to look like anyone here. So I'm not even trying to pursue that. Back then, so they possibly spent most of the time just, creating content to torment me is what people call it. And I'm like, I'd rather say the truth, but my truth isn't embarrassing. Because even living with Edgar's Hillary, it's like, imagine right now what I do, like with food stamps and free rent, and I'm like making love to myself all day. Wow, I say I don't never think about those people that I grew up around, but right now I am because I'm trying to puzzle together because I'm isolated and trying to get back with Jaden and Kehlani in my life by seeking financial stability in legal ways such as a GoFundMe account and PayPal accounts. I do the poor people thing so well, at least to myself. Some people add in like I invited a neighbor, cook some food. Some people do that. They're like, un plátano, ella se lo come entero. Yo añadí 2 tazas y media más de agua a la sopa que cociné, invité a un vecino, una vecina, and instead of crying on the internet that I'm hungry, I don't have money, I said to my neighbor, I'm struggling financially, but look how amazing I am, nice soup. Y la vecina me escribió un cheque. Y salí de la pobreza un 2x3, pero Arlene no hace eso. A Arlene no le gusta estar cerca de gente fea, nada para pedirle dinero. And I won't lie about it either. Won't lie about it either. What else? 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 So, what is the problem that my siblings have with me and my parents? I'm so smart. I love you, Benjamin Arlene Lorenzo. Yolanda Suarez Lorenzo, even if you're trying to kill me, Serafin Lorenzo, for at least giving me peace. Hopefully not the Bye. Like, don't ever talk to your siblings and they're like, you're only 7. Because I'm like, nice dinner, thank you for letting me. No me puedo callar. They're like, we know, porque then we see you en el cumpleaños de fulanito last week. You were like dancing, so happy, oblivious that everyone's having sex without you, and laughing and saying some people that she might be compatible with would be like treating her well, pero la mamá la usa tanto y el papá también, que es mejor a veces dejarla tranquila, just so innocently, ella sola bailando, no pensando que we're all gonna get in bed later after the party, like, oh my God, with people that loves us. So, Nina, during this dinner, hopefully we don't ruin your mind with that. Doesn't seem like it. They're like, Arlene, one day you'll get to live outside of your parents' home and have peace and not be bullied by your siblings and disrespected by your parents. The sooner that you stop talking to them, the better. However, you may want to seek financial assistance by legally prostituting yourself, because with money, people can achieve rehabilitation for their parents and siblings. Not with those siblings, unfortunately, people say. Not with those siblings. They're so gross. Anyways, so I never saw any conversation with you all other than talking to Yolanda and asking her if anyone in the family could give me money. She said, "Oh, ask Eliseo." And then she said, "Oh, I forget that Angie exists." People say ella está pasando hambre y no tiene dinero porque no va y le dice a Angie que si puede hacerle una colecta. It's like they must have found out already through the internet. So if they would have wanted to help me, they would have already done so without me like showing up in person to Aguada or sending them a message and just asking for money. Anyways, that was a nice gesture if those people contributed to my wealth that I was gonna have with those Saras kids. And I never sought to seek like who gave money for those homes or if any money was from donations. I know like one of them was like telling me a la casona one day is like, you need to make the effort. And that's the date that he offered to get me a boutique. It's like, if you have a boutique, then people can find you and gift you money just because. I'm like, I don't want to work. Why should I have a boutique? Because my parents' home is full of roaches. And what else? And I don't have a closet to fill with clothes, and I don't have money to show people. Sé que un día ese tipo me va a hacer casar con él, me va a arreglar los dientes, y is gonna turn me into boutique owner. Just to prove that with the right mindset, people will show up to that boutique to give me money, que era like my family of origin que me estaba abusando back then and not him. That's so scary. What else? Hopefully he's truly happy. I think like he would just see me and be reminded of my presence, and that bothered him more than like actually wanted to make him be with me, because people in my family of origin, I'm just like whatever. It's not like that I've moved on or I just don't let it get to me, but my family of origin possibly. Well, abusing me, they're like, nene, mientras más piense en ella mejor, just to see him miserable. And they say, bueno, cuando tú la veas, lo que tienes que hacer es pensar en lo que no pudo ser, porque ella no tuvo su propio cuarto y no tuvo dinero ni vestuario. It's like, after ya había corrido. Sadly, así es como uno piensa. People say that uno piensa eso de las mujeres. Like, después que había corrido tanto, así es como sonaba. It's like, I'm already being abused. Y él diciéndome con quién había corrido tanto. And he could have been like in stable relationships, happy. Pero para mí sonaba que estaba corriendo, like having sex that he didn't want to have, and that just sounded like so unhealthy. So I couldn't just like want a relationship with him. Hopefully he's not dead, didn't commit suicide, or is in jail or got the death penalty already. Like, that's disturbing to think. I never thought about him for decades, so hopefully he is alive and well and happy. I wish him well. I just painted this. So anyways, they're possibly waiting. Some of them, did they do that? Yo los mato con un cuchillo entonces, in self-defense. But people say that I'm just like very patient because I've heard the conversations where people are like, do this, do that, and then they do it. I'm like, well, if that person hadn't told them to mistreat me under the impression that in this family with this formality, and that's the bitches who ustedes didn't want to suck, so han tenido 20 años más de eso, porque I never taught them. Anyways, so they possibly went on to just change my logo. Did they take screenshots of my Instagram account where I stitched that retarded? They are that gross. And they possibly, like, instead of Arlene Lorenzo and Brady art, they're like, Dirigenta Lirílico, Prostitute Lorenzo Suárez, te hicimos un logo nuevo, mámame el bicho, te voy a hacer pensar que eres Arlene. Mira esto, Instagram. En vez de ser Arlene, esto parece mejor si tú lo hubieses bordado y Arlene me hubiese prestado atención. What else is that? How they behave? I don't want to find out. I don't live my life for that type of people. I live it for myself. I have new paint that I will be using soon. I'm excited. What else? PayPal me. Arlene Lorenzo Art, Blue Sky Designs Co. And lo que estoy pensando straight to my heart. Arlene Lorenzo Art. I mean, shop IANTAY, IAFAY. I am tire shop. Let's focus on, I don't want to get a job and I want like my tetas to be like right here. That's exciting. What else? These nipples are huge. I've been saying to myself, they're just huge. What else? I'll be back later. I'm going to make a sandwich for myself and eat chips and dark chocolate, caramels, and drink water. Bye.